If it kick in, there it go. I think it just kicked in now. What up? What up? What up? Yeah, sure did. I got the notification. It's myself, Rep Milwaukee 414, got Splash in the building. He incognito. Splash, you there? There you go. All right, let's say. I was about to be
Hey,
like,
what
who
up?
that?
It's your boy Splash. I'm Drippy. Splash, Cannonball. I'm Drippy. Up in here, chilling.
Trying to go live for a second, man. I bought this new camera after y'all dragged me through the mud last night. So just trying to see how it looked. Make sure that that I'm straight and everything like that for future lives or whatnot. And it's actually looking pretty good. So yeah, man. Get a couple more people in here. Pull up my other screen. I'm trying to pull up YouTube and Google Hangouts at the same time instead of doing the whole phone thing, even though I could do the phone thing. But let me do that real quick too. Splash, you said you was trying to talk about something, man. What was you talking about earlier?
Oh man. Well, I wanted to ask you because I heard you mention it in a couple other lives, man. Or even the one last night with OG about that AT&T exclusive. And man, like, what are you hearing about that? Because I normally get my information about pop stuff from you and
Yeah.
the people in our group or whatever. And like, do you know which AT&Ts in the area are going to have them, or even what date like that type of stuff is dropping, or what?
Well, I know it's April 9th. I don't know specifically where it's gonna drop though, like
That's a
locally.
Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't know locally where it's gonna be at. Probably closer to maybe like next week. It'll be more information like out there, but I don't know for sure, like full information yet. I'm gonna find out though for sure, man. Like
Dang, I don't know. I don't
I'm
know if
not
I'm
getting
gonna be able
caught
to make it.
slipping. I'm not getting caught slipping, bro. For real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need that.
Is this AT&T's first exclusive?
To be honest with you, I think so.
You, you gonna tell the people what it is, man? Because I don't know, some cats might not know what we talking about.
Oh yeah, the it's the White Walker, right?
Yep, the King,
Yeah,
I think.
the White Walker. Yeah, the King. Yeah, it's AT&T exclusive, well, and an HBO exclusive, I guess. Because I know most definitely it'll be online. It'll be online for HBO.com. I think it'll be on AT&T's website. So yeah, that's April 9th. I don't know specifically what time it's gonna release on the 9th. I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be like 10 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I just need to get more information, and I know closer to the date they'll have more valid information, especially when dealing with Funko. Like they like to give out full details at the last minute, so that'll be something that will probably be like the week of. Well, you said that's a Tuesday, right?
Yeah, man. Why they gonna drop it on a Tuesday, man?
Yeah, that's kind of weird. That's kind of
And
weird
man,
that they're doing it like that.
and I think I'm gonna be busy with work, man. So I don't even think I'm gonna be able to make it.
Dang. Yeah, I don't. That's pretty weird, man. I don't know why
Actually,
they would
hold
do.
on. That is, what is that? 2 weeks from now?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, man. I'll let you know for sure, man. Because I'm gonna try to cop, bro. Because
Yeah, let me know.
I'm Game of Thrones out, man. I just finished watching the first season over again, and starting the second season. So
Between between myself and Pat gonna know some information.
oh yeah, most
So
definitely. And
yeah.
I already showed you, man. I finally got that Aria. So
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, you did. You did.
yeah,
Yeah.
man. The
It's
pop
just.
game is addicting.
You keep talking about you leaving the game, you be right back.
Man, I stopped saying that, man. I stopped saying that like a couple weeks ago. I kept saying it over and over again, man, and then something dope would drop, or like I see something on Mercari, and I'll be like, "Oh man, I gotta have that. I gotta have this. I gotta have that." And yeah, but you know what? I mean, to be honest with you, I think when I get to Korea, because I don't know how it's going to be over there, man. They might have pops everywhere. Who knows? But I think a lot of stuff is
Yeah,
going to slow down for me because, for one, I ain't going to be able to cop kicks like that, at least
yeah,
not my size. And
yeah,
I'm going to see what sneaker stores they even got out there. But I mean, honestly, man, unless I find like a dope, like anime shop, I don't even know what kind of stores they got over there. You know what I'm saying? So I might have to slow down on the pops too, because I sure don't want to be like shipping them internationally, get them held at customs, or risk them not even getting to me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That's true. I feel you on that.
But
Yeah, I feel you on that right there. I think GTC up in here. What up, GTC? Just
GOT, you talking Chrome Pop? Yeah, it's that Chrome one. GTC is that the King. What's his name? I know he's a White Walker King or whatever, but
yeah, the White Walker King.
well, he said Seoul, Korea is lit.
Hey, I know
Down
it's a
there.
White Walker King or whatever. Oh, let me turn this down. What happened? Oh, Seoul,
Uh,
Korea.
Yeah, GTC. I was like, all right, man. Yeah, you know what? This is gonna be Night King. Yeah. Oh, I don't know why, man. I'll be going blank, but the first time I was in Korea, like the best like parties and stuff like that, and it was just always popping. It can even be during the daytime, man, or during the weekday. Seoul was always popping like that. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I just got to be able to find the different stuff. And it's probably easier to find things now because the first time I was in Korea, it was about 10 years ago, and social media wasn't as popping. I mean, like really, there was just Facebook. People was getting off of MySpace and was mainly going on Facebook. But now with social media, I should be able to find some different spots and stuff like that. So I mean, I just don't know what to expect yet. So I'm not getting my hopes high.
Yeah, I'm. Oh man, I'm really wondering how it's gonna be when you get over there, man. If it's gonna be totally trash, or is it gonna be like, oh man,
Yeah. I mean, shoot, man, you can go ahead and hop on the plane, man. Come through.
boy, ain't
It's
nobody
that's
finna.
it's a good 13-hour plane ride though.
Oh yeah, I was just finna say, ain't nobody finna be flying for no 13 hours, catching blood clots and all that type, man. No, I'm straight to death.
I think, man, I gotta verify it, and I don't know if it still stands, but I was talking to the homie Retro Young, man, and I think he was talking about possibly coming out there, man. Um,
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
yeah, so I mean, if he go out there, and I'm able to link up with him, man, like if the timeline, if everything's lined up right, man, uh, definitely see what's going on down there. Retro be on the hunt for them pops, man. So if I can
Yeah.
find a couple spots, man, he gonna be out there spinning some bread.
Man, I know it's gonna be how so when you go right, I'm assuming you're gonna be leaving from here. When you leave from here, you going you said you're going to Germany or you going to Korea first?
No, Korea. I'll be in Korea for about a year, and then Germany after that.
Germany after that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. They
man. I
be
was
having
gonna
they
tell
be having
you.
sneaker con out there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, you was telling me they would start sneaker cons in Europe and whatnot. So yeah, if they got one in
Yeah.
Europe, man, I mean, I gotta go because I've never been to one. Now I want to ask you something about sneaker cons, man, because I've been hearing more and more stuff about how um cats go to sneaker con or like to rent to actually have a table or rent a booth there. You don't really have to have any like qualifications. You know what I'm saying? You could be a new up and coming um, sneakerhead, and you just came up on some grails, or you just have some stuff you want to sell. As long as you pay for a table, you can have a table at SneakerCon. Now, from what I'm hearing, and what I've heard on different platforms, like
Mhm.
there's a lot of fakes at SneakerCon, and like, have you had any experience with that?
Myself personally, I haven't. When I've been to sneaker con, either it's been on business or it's been to network. Like to go, kick it and network and hang out with other brothers like Kev, Buckeye City Soul, Daniel, like everybody from the Monday Midsole. Like we did Chicago together, like um like it's been like Dallas, Atlanta, different places or whatever like that. But I've seen it, like fakes, but really like where you see the fakes at, or people get caught up with fakes, is in the they have this area at SneakerCon. It's called the Pit, and that's like where all the independents be at, where like kids, like they'll come in with like a couple boxes, whatever that the sneakers or whatever pairs they trying to get off. And sometimes they be trying to get off them fakes. But they also have at SneakerCon the legit check area, whatever, and they'll put on like their own little how StockX got that little round green thing or whatever. Like StockX has like, I mean StockX SneakerCon has like their own like little black. It's except StockX is green, theirs is black.
Yeah,
So
it says legit on it.
yeah, and it says legit on it. So they do legit checks also as well. So I mean, I always suggest, I mean, if you go to SneakerCon and you cop something, especially in that pit, and you feel like it may be kind of suspect, like before you even cop, like I go get it legit checked by, what I'm saying, at SneakerCon. While you there, let them tell you, if it is or if it ain't. So
Okay, so they actually have cats there to legit check shoes.
yeah, they got a whole team. They got a whole team there that legit check shoes for you or whatever.
Okay, well, that's dope.
So, oh, there go Kev right there. What up, Kev? Kev, send me your email if you're trying to get in for a minute, man. I ain't trying to be up long.
Alien P Star.
What up, Pat? And
I gotta ask.
Kev can
I
even
gotta
speak on
ask.
it too,
Oh
because Kev know about it also as well. So
man, hey, Alien P Star, man. Like, what's the P for? Is that for you? Is that for your first name? I gotta ask you, man,
pretty sure.
because I don't know, man. Maybe I just got a sick mind, man. But I be thinking it's like Alien Porn Star. I mean, which I think is funny, man. I think it's funny as hell. Like if it was okay, so it is his first day. Okay.
Hey Pat, are you saying yes, sir? For yes is alien porn star, or yes is your first name?
Oh snap! I've been meaning to ask him that for a minute.
It's probably his first name. I'm messing with you, Pat.
No, Buck said he laid up. Hey Buck,
He
I'm laid up
laid
too,
he
man.
laid
That's why
up
my
to it.
video ate up, man. Because I told Rep, I was like, bruh, yeah, I'm down to get on live, man, but I'm relaxed right now, and I don't feel like getting up.
Splash got the pajamas on with the footies. I said, all right, it's all good. Just stay in the dark, bro.
Man, I know if he was in here, he'd be like, "Oh, they don't make footies my size." I know he got some kind of Bigfoot joke up in there.
Dude, that's what I was like, man. I should have said so. I should have warned you, man. I wasn't even thinking about messing around with Kev.
Oh no, man, it was good, man. It was fun. You know what? I'm gonna say this because I think in 1 week I was on, or it was definitely within a 2 week span of time, but I think it was in 1 week. I was in the Monday Midsole, Ron
Expansion pack.
Reviews, and E Money's live, and it was just like everybody's lives are different.
Yeah,
Like everybody brings something different to the table. But the thing that I like the most is the fact that even though it's all different, like we're all talking about sneakers. You know what I'm saying? And like sneakers is what is bringing us all together. So
right.
we just coming together, having a good time. and chopping it up, man. And since I started this YouTube thing, man, and I'm not even like I'm only a few months in. I'm only like 4 months in of putting out content consistently.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
but everybody's been so supportive. I mean, from you, I mean, I give you props all the time, man. I give shout outs all the time because you put me on to so much different stuff and information. And
yeah.
hey, you should title your video this, or helping me out with different things that you just don't know or you wouldn't know unless you ask somebody or if somebody's helping you out when you get started in this game. So it's just dope to me because like the community has been so welcoming. So yeah, man, it's fun. It's fun, and now I feel like I'm used to it now. This is what maybe my fifth live I've been on, and it's just fun, man. We talking right now like we talk on the phone
Like
because you just
yeah,
got it on
exactly.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all it really is. Like we talk every day on the phone. This ain't nothing. I mean, it's just we sitting on live right now, but this ain't nothing really new at all whatsoever. Pat said Harden dropped 61 tonight. Damn.
Yeah, I don't want to hear about Harden dropping nothing, man, because he took about 30 steps before he dropped a three. So I want to know how many steps he took tonight. Because if he dropped 61 points, he probably dropped 2,000 steps.
And he dropped 61 tonight. You know, he put up a gang of attempts too.
Yeah, he probably got 30 free throws too.
Yeah, that's where he be getting the majority of his money from. It's from free throws. Hell yeah, can't wait to start doing mine. Yeah, Pat, man, whenever you I think he said he gotta get a camera him also as well. Like he gotta get a webcam. I think that's what he has said.
Man, yo, I mean, this is a little off topic, but I mean, pops and comics and movies and all they all kind of go together because pops goes over a variety of different genres and stuff. But like, have you seen there's this movie trailer that's out, and I think the movie comes out next month. It's called Bright something, but it looks I'm gonna look it up right now, man. But it's like if Superman decided to be evil.
I think I seen something about that because that sounds familiar. Um I
Yeah,
think I have. I think I have actually.
hold on, I'm looking it up right now, man. But that junk was
Brightburn, past that Brightburn.
Brightburn. Man, that trailer was crazy, bro. Like how like I mean, really it looked the beginning of the movie or the beginning of the trailer, it looked just like Superman, he discovering he has powers, his
Mhm.
aunt knows or his mom knows that he got powers or whatever. They I think it even kind of referenced that he's not from this planet, type thing, but he had them kids surrounding him and start picking on him and pushing him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the coach was like, "Oh no, you don't treat him like that. Help him up." And the little girl didn't want to help him up, but she finally extended her hand, and he crushed that little girl head. I said, "Oh," because like real talk. I mean, that's how it probably would have went. You know what I'm saying? Like especially as a kid, we can't like they be playing Superman like, oh, he been this upstanding gentleman like throughout his entire existence. I'm like, nah, man, kids is petty these days. Some of
Yeah.
them kids would have got killed. So
Pat
like,
said it
man,
was Pat said it was the dude that did the Guardians movie. Guardians of the Galaxy or Guardians of that
I think it is
little
Guardians of the Galaxy.
okay.
Yeah, that junk looks dope, man. Like,
Man, I'm just ready for Endgame, man. That's all. I'm just ready for Endgame. Get this over with, man.
see, like I'm ready for Endgame, but at the same time, I feel like whenever I go to a movie, which I mean, it hasn't really happened with a Marvel movie yet, but whenever I have like super high expectations for a movie, I end up getting let down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I didn't really have high expectations for Captain Marvel. And a lot of people didn't like Captain Marvel, but I think it's because they had high expectations. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I really enjoy Captain Marvel.
Well,
So
everybody was looking for Captain Marvel, like, they like that was supposed to be the bridge, bridge the gap to Endgame, or it's gonna make so much sense when you watch Captain Marvel, about what you saw in Avengers and then what's going to happen in the new Avengers or whatever. And it's like, nah, bruh. It really isn't. It's kind of like a before that time or whatever. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm ready for Endgame. I can't wait for it to come out or whatever, man, and just be over with. Because the anticipation, that's the killer part about it, man. And because the just the way that, and I talked to you about this before, like the way that the last Avengers ended, man. I mean, you talk about a man being pissed off. I was like, yo, like the way everybody died. I mean, I knew everybody was gonna die or whatever like that. I mean, it sticks to the comic book, but just the way that it happened, I was just like, man, because like the way it ended, he was gonna have to wait like another 8-9 years before the next one came out. That's why I'm just like, I'm ready for it to be over with.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that
I'm
John
excited
Wick
to see
too.
how it's gonna end.
Yeah, me too. I can't wait to see how it ends. Most definitely. I know it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic as ever. And Pat talking about, oh well, Sophia, what up, Sophia? That John Wick 3 is gonna be fire, man. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see it, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, I was late on the whole John Wick.
Yo, for real?
Um, yeah, because I don't know, man. Because I was such a huge fan of The Matrix, and
Yeah.
seeing Keanu Reeves play that role of Neo, that like
Hmm.
it was hard for me to watch him in anything else. Like, and this is John Wick came out like what, probably a good 10, 15 years after The Matrix.
Yeah.
So like it was just hard for me to see him in another role. But then I watched the first one. I was like, okay, this was kind of dope. I watched the second one. I was like, okay, yeah, this one's lit. But I don't think I've seen one in theaters. So to be honest with you, it's been like straight to. I've been waiting till it come out on TBS.
Yo, like, yeah, you late, but to be honest with you, watching John Wick at home or in the theaters, it don't even matter, man. Like it comes off the same way, just epic. Like it's man, that John Wick 3 is, but that John Wick 2, I thought that one was gonna be the last one, to be honest with you. And then so I can't even imagine what the storyline is gonna be for John Wick 3. Like I get big well, I mean, they put a hit out on John Wick at the end of part 2, so I'm assuming they're gonna follow up from that, where he's like public enemy number 1. That's what I'm assuming. So I
See,
just
my
know it's
thing
gonna be
is
epic.
though, I feel like have we ever really seen him be challenged? Like, and like they tried to set up cats in the second one to seem like, oh, they was on his level because they was in that hotel or whatever, and that's where all the assassins and stuff be at. But there hasn't really been anybody on his level in any of these movies yet.
Yeah. That's valid. I mean, Common Common was getting in his Common was getting it. Yeah, he was getting off a couple, but it
Yeah,
wasn't
but
it, wa-
at the
it
same time, I
wasn't.
can't take Common seriously either, man. He got punked by the Joker in Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that was a waste of time, man. I don't even know why. I mean, it was a check. I mean, I get that it was a check, but it was like, yo, that was a waste of time. Like that was serious. Like five. That was like 15 sec. That wasn't even 15 minutes of fame. That was 15 seconds. Like
Yeah, I don't think I want to see Common in no like real roles, man. He just be too smiley to
that wasn't
be
even
like
a
a
real
bad
role.
dude.
Like that was like that's what I'm saying. I like his role in John Wick and other things, but that role in Suicide Squad, like that was pointless, man. Like that was yo, they gonna cut you this check for 15 seconds, whatever. Maybe that was the motivation, but I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it at all. That was pointless.
And
That
what
was one of
about
them situations.
are you gonna go see Us?
Oh man, I keep. Oh, okay. Here's my thing. Like, I felt the same way when it came to you know what I'm talking about, the last Jordan Poole
Get
movie.
Out.
Yeah, Get Out. At first, I was like, man, I ain't finna go see that, man. I'm straight. and then everybody was talking about it. So then went to go see it, and I was like, man, oh my god. And then you know what's crazy is you know how you go see a movie, but then you end up seeing like different stuff on YouTube about the movie, and that's when it really opens up your eye about the movie or whatever. Like that's how it was for me after seeing Get Out. Like it was cool watching it at the movie, but then when you go see different YouTube stuff about, man, this is what this really meant in the movie, and this is what this really meant in the movie, you'd be like, man, what?
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of feel about us. If I go see it, I know I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. But then I'm gonna see something on YouTube and be like, oh, that makes so much sense now.
Yeah,
So
actually, I had to see Get Out twice, man. Like,
exactly.
yeah, I went to the movies and saw because for one, it was that good, and then two, like, yeah, just like you said on YouTube, they had like all these little Easter eggs, and it was like, oh, pointing this out and pointing that out, and I was like,
Mhm.
dang, oh, I missed that. Now I want to go watch it. So now with us, like, apparently, like the family that mirrors them, I guess they're the word is doppelganger or whatever. So and they're trying to kill them. But I mean, apparently the whole thing behind it is like, I guess us fearing ourselves or something like that. And I just want to see like what's the twist in it because you know, Get Out had a twist and
Yeah,
they explain it all. Like I want to see what the explanation is that you know you got somebody who looked just like you and they trying to kill you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So at the
But
same time, I don't do scary movies very well, and like Get Out to me wasn't scary, but this one looked like it's actually gonna be scary. So I
yeah.
might be messed up for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Like be sleeping with the pistol or something. Because if I see another me, and it's between me and him, oh, he gone, man.
You gonna end up looking in the mirror, man, and then
I'm gonna break all the damn mirrors in the house.
breaking every mirror in the house, man. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good though, man. What's though? You know what's really gonna throw you off though? Because it's gonna throw me off. It's seeing my man from Black Panther. Because you know the
Oh,
father is what's the name from Black Panther, the
yeah, but you know
M'Baku.
what? That's not really gonna throw me off because I mean, like he didn't have a super small role. He had a decent role, but at the same time, like you know, he looked completely different. Like he looks natural. Like from the trailer
Mm.
and the previews, man, he looks natural in that you know dad position. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't got that African accent or nothing like that. Like what's the dude's name? Chadwick Chadwick Bosman.
Bozeman,
What's his name?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, Chadwick Boseman,
Bozeman,
yeah.
Bosman, whatever his name is. Anyway, he played another role before Black Panther where he had an African accent, and I watched it on.
Chadwick Boseman has played every influential black man in history. James
Yeah, that's
Brown,
facts. Yo, you know what?
Jackie
I
Robinson.
think he needed Black Panther more than Black Panther needed him. To be honest with
Yo,
you.
Chadwick Boseman is the new Leon. He done played every influential black man it is. Like, yo, he gonna turn around, he gonna mess around and be the next he done been James Brown, uh um
Jackie Robinson,
Jackie Robinson. Who
freaking
else?
well, what's that Supreme Court justice dude?
Yup, that's what I was trying to think of. Oh
Yeah, I'm
man,
losing my
I
black
just
card
caught a
right now.
brain for I'm straight just caught
Oh,
a brain for it.
Marshall.
Yeah. Thurgood Marshall. I'm tripping. Yeah, Thurgood Marshall. Oh man, like every time he play a role, it's always, yeah, I'm playing the first black man to I'm playing the first black man to ever do whatever. It be like, man, you stay doing them roles, bro.
Now, what was that dude's name? He played. It was a slave movie where he actually, and it was a true story about the slave rebellion, and he came up and like they started killing the masters and all that stuff.
Oh,
And
you talking about freedom. Oh, dang man.
something a nation,
Jones.
birth of a
Oh,
nation,
yeah, Birth of a Nation. Birth of a Nation. Yeah.
bruh. Like, they blackballed Homeboy, man. They no, not 12 years, Buckeye, like Birth of a Nation, because the dude, he put his own money up to make that movie. No, come on, Alien Peace Our Roots. Now y'all just naming all the black movies.
Change those.
No, it's called Birth of a Nation. If y'all haven't seen it, go watch that movie. Now, this movie was so good. And like the dude put his own money up. That the main actor, which I forget his name, but the main actor in the movie, he put up all the money for the movie and everything. And they basically didn't want him to put this movie out because it didn't show white people in a good light.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Wildcats, Buckeye, what you talking about?
I don't even know what Wildcats is.
I don't
I'm
even know
sitting
what
here
that
looking at
is.
that. Yeah, I don't even know what that one is.
Nah, man, Birth of a Nation. But nah, like, and I don't know why I started talking about that. Probably because we was talking about Chadwick Boseman and everything. But I feel like that dude is a good actor, and he ain't had another role since then, man. And I just feel like that's a shame, man, because that movie was so good. If you watch that movie, you can't tell me that movie's not good, and it's a true story.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
yeah,
It's like
Chadwick.
it's cool for us to be like support and to come out for Black Panther and be like like, hey, we're gonna support a black superhero, but at the same time somebody puts out a story of a true story, and then they blackball them for it. So
Right. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, with Chadwick Boseman, bro. Like, especially with him being in the MCU now, he good for a minute. He good for a minute.
now I wonder if they're gonna continue making like you know different movies, because apparently there's supposed to be a Black Panther 2. So
Yeah,
like,
but
are
that's
they?
supposed to come out. I think they said old boy just started writing it, so it ain't even gonna come out until like 21, like 2021. Like, come on, man. Like,
Hey, Alien P Star, what you talking about, man? So many people slept on Black Panther.
nah, Black Panther made too much bread.
I, I feel like too many people was watching Black Panther. Like, and
Man.
because okay, I gotta say this: Black Panther, out of all the Marvel movies, had the best. Like, I don't know how to say it. Basically, like it being a black superhero, it meant more than any of the other movies to, especially the black folks. Just point blank, period. But was it really the best Marvel movie? I personally can't say it was my favorite Marvel movie. It was dope, but it's not my number one. Like,
Um,
how do you feel about it?
no, I think Black Panther's fire.
You
Uh,
think it's number one? It's the best one out of all of them?
are we talking about just out of all Marvel movies ever?
Like, yeah. So, like, let's say you had to pick one Marvel movie and you can never watch another one ever again in your life, one that you can watch over and over and over again. Like, which one is it?
Dang, I don't know, man. That's kind of hard.
And we'll take out. Hold on. Let's take out the group one. So let's take out Avengers, Winter Soldier. I'm just talking about like, because Black Panther was really like a kind of origin story and stuff
It
like
was
that.
an individual. Yeah,
Yeah. So let's go with the individuals.
I'm a huge Wolverine fan. But man, I mean, this Black Panther is better than any Wolverine movie they've done. Um, uh, as an individual movie,
Hey,
man.
we might have to do a live rating sometime on here, man. We might have to line them all up and rate them. Like, find a way to put it on the screen when people can see
Yeah,
it. But yeah, I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but at the same time, like
I almost might think I might have to say Black Panther because we can't do Age of Ultron because we just doing individuals. And
yeah,
then Pat, I don't even know why you said. Oh, you talking? I was thinking at first when he had put Solo, I was thinking like Han Solo. I was like, I don't even
yeah,
know
that's
why
what I
you put
thought too.
Solo,
But then I
bro.
got it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't even know why you put Solo, but
So Buckeye said
yeah,
Logan.
yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I would say Logan too, but the Black Panther is better than Logan, man. Like they could have did better with Logan. They really could have. They could have did better with that. And I'm not gonna say I was disappointed with Logan, but it was good, but it wasn't as good as Black Panther. That's it. That's just it. Plain and simple. Iron Man 1 is good.
Iron Man 1 is good.
Hey, that first Captain America is fire.
Man, first Captain America had me sleep. I think that's the worst
No, I like
Marvel
that
movie. Like, and
I like that
that's just because it was so throwback, like because they back in time and whatnot, and because like as a comic book fan, I already know the origin, and like they really didn't do nothing interesting to me. So like I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
But
I liked it. In my opinion, I liked it. Yeah, that Iron Man 1 is dope though, but I don't see nothing better than and I don't like none of I don't be liking those Spider-Mans.
what? Oh, but the last one.
I like the new ones. I like the new ones. I'm talking about the previous ones with I forget dude name. I never liked dude as an actor, but the new ones are like with the new Spider-Man.
Deadpool.
I don't like. I've seen both Deadpools, and I think the second Deadpool was worse than the first one. The first one was decent. The second one was trash to me.
So I kind of agree with you because the first Deadpool I thought was dope because for one it's R-rated. So
Yeah,
and I felt like they picked the perfect person in Ryan Reynolds to play Deadpool. But the second one, I felt like he was almost trying too hard to be nasty or be
yeah,
raunchy in his
yeah.
jokes that it wasn't even funny. You know what I'm
It
saying?
wasn't the whole storyline. Everything about part two, it was trash to me. I
The only
get
thing that
more
was hard
energy.
was Juggernaut. Juggernaut was hard.
Yeah. I like Juggernaut more in an X-Men situation than a Deadpool situation, but whatever. Yeah, Tobey Maguire is trash to me.
Well, hold on though. But when that first came out, that was that movie. All three of them actually. Everybody was
Spider-Man?
that Spider-Man was breaking records.
I mean, it might have been breaking records, but it wasn't breaking records for me. I don't like dude, man. I don't like dude. I don't like dude. Now, Ant-Man was fire. Both of them. I like both of them. But I like the first one better than the second one. I
I
like the
like the
second
first
one because
one.
the second one, I knew the second one would make so much sense to this new Endgame situation. So, but I like Ant-Man. Ant-Man is fire to me.
Spider-Man 3 was trash, Alien P Star. Yeah. Like when I knew it was corny when he started dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he started dancing, I was like, this is nasty. I wasted my money on this.
Yeah. That's what I'm
But
saying. Them first Spider, 1, 2, 3. Tobey
no,
Maguire
1 and 2 were
trash.
dope though.
I don't like
1 and 2 were dope.
I don't like him. I don't like him. I can't. In my opinion, I don't like him. But I like the new
So
Spider-Man that they got.
I'm gonna say my favorite Marvel movie to this point, individual one, because I haven't said mine yet. Or solo movie, and honestly, man, it's probably nobody else's. But man, my favorite is Doctor Strange. Man, like
You like that?
just the yeah, I like the story,
Oh, I'm tripping. I'm
and
sorry. I'm tripping. Go ahead. Finish up. Finish up. I forgot about
I
one
like
though.
the story, but then I like the graphics, man. Like how they it because I think the same dudes who directed Inception directed Doctor Strange, man, and just what they was doing with the
Yeah.
buildings and all that crap. I thought that was it was like mesmerizing to me. I'm like, this is dope. You know what I'm saying? So to me, and I like the story. I like who they picked as Doctor Strange. I like how he defeated the bad dude at the end by rewinding time. I thought that was a little twist. I didn't know that he was going to keep getting himself killed. So I thought it was really dope, man. Like Doctor Strange is I don't know if it's hard to do, but like right now it's my favorite.
I like Doctor Strange. Man, what I forgot about? That's a Marvel. Blade. Blade.
Oh, oh yeah, you throwing it back on it. Yeah, Blade was fire.
Yeah, Blade
The
was
original black
fire, man.
superhero.
The original. Yeah, Blade was fire, man. Like every time Blade comes on, still to this day, I watch it.
They,
Like,
you know what it would have been nasty, man. It's you know what? It's crazy because the Marvel universe is so huge, man. Like they could have had they really could have had Fantastic Four, X-Men, all the Avengers, Blade. It's like so many characters. Now it would have been hard, I think, to manage adding all of them because right now they have so many already.
yeah,
But it would have just been dope if they were to just like pay homage to those ones. And I know there's certain things like licensing and some are owned by Fox and whatever. But like if Blade would have just been in a scene or like somebody would have passed him by or something like that, and one of them like you know how crazy people would have went or even if like even if there was a way that they could have put him in like the Black Panther movie, you know what I'm saying? Just like or even like just something small. Wesley Snipes didn't even have to be in it.
like how they did Hugh Jackman in the new X-Men's that they've been doing or whatever. Remember they showed a scene where it was the new Magneto and they were like, yo, we come to recruit you. Basically, they were trying to recruit him, and he was like, yo, kid, he was like, kick rocks or whatever. I forgot what he said. It
Oh
basically was like,
yeah.
yeah, like something like that. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
dope.
that would have went
But
hard, man.
I heard, which I was watching YouTube again. I heard that Wesley Snipes have been talking because now with the MCU, basically, like they got Disney has the majority of all the characters or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
I heard something like Wesley Snipes through interviews. He basically had been talking back to MCU or Marvel or whatever about doing a new Blade
Nah,
because
I don't want to see
either
no new
for
Blade. I
man,
don't
I
want him
want
to
to
have his own movie because just like how old is Wesley Snipes right now?
well, that's the thing though. Like they could do somebody else, or they could do just like they do with Samuel L. Jackson. Man, Samuel Jackson is 89 years old, but they do whatever to make him look younger, just like they did in Captain Marvel. They made him look younger in Captain Marvel. That legit was not his face in Captain Marvel. Legit.
No, yeah, no, you're right. But all I'm saying is like, did you watch the Equalizer 1 and 2?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Did you like them?
Yeah, I like both of them.
Bruh, I did not like the movies. And it wasn't because
You
of
in
the
the
action.
military. You in the military.
What?
Yeah.
I did not like them movies because I don't want to see no 50-year-old cat killing people. I don't want it's not real. Ain't nobody in their 50s out here murdering cats. It's not realistic.
Hey, when you got them hands, you got them hands. Hey, you got them
Now,
hands.
Blade, they might be able to get away with Blade because he's half vampire,
Blade is
half
a
human. So he might
vampire.
not really age
Yes.
like that. So that might be dope. But like when Cass is looking old, like who's that old dude from Lethal Weapon? You know what I'm talking?
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
I
Uh,
forgot his name. But like, yeah, when he said he too old for this, he too old. So that's why I don't bring him up in no more action movies. Like, there's a certain age limit to action movies for cats. They need to stop.
Steven Seagal, like 200 years old, he still be doing indie films.
Yo, Steven
Whooping
Seagal
them.
movies was trash back in the days. He was about 300
yo,
pounds, hurting
yo, no, no,
like
no, no, no.
twisting people's wrists.
I'm talking about skinny Steven Seagal
I ain't
was
never seen him
fire.
skinny.
Yeah, you gotta that because when he was doing young films, you was like 18 months old. That's why.
And plus, I as a kid, I couldn't respect a man with a ponytail. I can't respect a man with a ponytail. Like that's just I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I can't do it.
Steven
Now,
Seagal.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, yeah,
Hey, Van Damme was hard. Yeah, Van Damme was hard.
freaking Rambo, freaking Sylvester Stallone, freaking obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, like those was my guys growing up. That's why even no, okay, so now I'm about to contradict myself because no joke, I like every single one of the Expendables.
For real?
Yeah,
No,
because
yeah, no, I can mess with you on that. I do too. I do too. But you in the military, man. Why am I even going?
I don't know, man. We look. I don't know where we went, but we just went off on a mad tangent about random movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Exactly.
snap.
I most definitely can see you liking the Expendables. You in the freaking
But
military, man.
it's also it's not really it don't really have nothing to do with that, man. It's just like it's just on some fanboy stuff. Like growing up and seeing like Sylvester Stallone and watching Jet Li movies. Jet Li was super dope. Like I don't think people realize how dope Jet Li was in them martial arts movies. Like and then seeing them now and they still about that action with certain stuff. I'm like, man, even Jason Statham, you know, like I'm excited. Oh man, we didn't even talk about freaking Fast and Furious. They about to do the
Yeah.
spinoff with Hobbs and whatnot, and then they're gonna do was it Fast 8? Like I'm a fan of all of those because I remember watching the very first Fast and Furious, man, and it was like it was just mind blowing to me. I was like, oh, this is dope. Now they are getting a little crazy with the storylines and they out here saving the world now. But at the end of the day, man, like they can't be street racing forever and keep making it a franchise. So they got to keep expanding and making it better. So, but yeah, I love Fast and Furious, man. I can't wait for that to drop.
I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm not watching no Hobbs, bro. I'm just
What?
no, I'm not watching no Hobbs, bro.
You crazy? What do you mean you're not watching Hobbs, man?
Man, I like The Rock, man, but I just I can't see no spinoff of Fast and Furious. Like it won't make sense. To me, it'd be like, yo, this don't make no sense. Like, especially Hobbs. Hobbs is like, yo, he's like an extra to the extra. Like he ain't even like no real main character.
Yeah, but out of every star in Fast and the Furious series, besides maybe Vin Diesel,
Vin Diesel should
actually
have a
not
spinoff.
even Vin Diesel, The Rock is the biggest star ever in the series.
Vin Diesel should have the spinoff if you're gonna give a spinoff.
Nah, cat's tired of Vin Diesel, man. Like Vin Diesel, bruh, he was dope in the first one. Like we really believed he was cracking somebody in the skull with the first one, but he basically a CIA operative at this point.
And what is
And you can't
Hobbs,
tell me
man?
that
Like, come
fight.
on, man. Like, what is the spinoff with Hobbs gonna be? G.I. Joe? That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be G.I. Joe, bro.
He
Come
already
on,
did
man.
GI Joe.
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be G.I. Joe. That's what I'm like. Come on, man. Nobody trying to see G.I. Joe again.
I will say The Rock can't act, man. Like it's super corny. His little one liners and stuff he be saying is kind of trash. But
That movie he did with Kevin Hart. Come on, bro.
well, honestly, man, Kevin Hart falling off too.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Like Kevin Hart really hasn't
The
put
only
nothing
reason
out
why
there I'm like dying to see.
the only reason why Kevin Hart is falling off is because he is saturating himself. Like
And
you
I wouldn't
can't.
even say he's falling off though. I think he's falling off with us. I think with
Yeah,
another group, he's probably still hella popular, but I'm gonna
it's
leave that
getting too.
alone.
You getting too commercial. That's what it is. You getting too commercial. Like you can't be in 8 different movies in 1 year. You gotta pace yourself. Like
Well,
it's
I,
been
I
like
just feel like he don't have a like. Well, Eddie Murphy's the GOAT, right? As
yeah.
far as like doing it all, stand up, comedy movies, and having classics. I can't really off the top of my head name you a classic Kevin Hart movie.
Soul Plane.
But was that Kevin Hart's movie?
He'll just play it. That was horrible.
Okay, I was about to say. I mean, I didn't know if he was serious on that one or not, but I mean, some people like Soul Plane, but
I don't know anybody that likes Soul Plane.
I got a couple cousins that was high and watched it, and they loved it. So,
Man, forget that.
but like that's what I'm saying. Like Eddie Murphy got classics. Martin Lawrence got classics. I still like on TBS if Blue Street come up, I'm watching it.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm watching it. Anything Martin
Freaking
movies, I'm watching it.
Big Mama's House, I'm watching it. Freaking
Yeah.
Nutty Professor, I'm watching it.
Chris Rock movies, anything
Oh yeah.
Chris Rock and Adam Sandler do together is a classic. That's hands down.
Freaking when he what was the movie when he was in the white man's body, the rich white dude, Down to Earth?
I think yeah, that was
Classic.
fire.
No, you know what? One of the best movies ever, man. When he ran for president.
Yeah, yo, I was just gonna say that.
Head of State.
Head of State. Head of State is one of the best Chris Rock movies of all time. That's a fact. That's hands down. Every time that comes on, yo, security. That's fire, bro.
and you know you gotta sing along. You gotta sing along to Nate Dogg. Messing with the head of state. That joke was fire, man. Like
you talking about the roof is on fire and all the white folks run out the way.
And then when he was kissing the babies, whose baby is this? Not my baby. That made me want to watch some of these joints right now, man.
That movie's fire, man.
Chris Tucker, freaking Rush Hour, freaking Friday.
I don't know a single Chris Tucker movie that was trash. Like these are all dudes that we talking about. Like I haven't seen a movie that even had you like, oh yeah, that was all right. Like every last movie that they have made, they made classics. Like
literally, I can name more Will Ferrell classic movies than I can name Kevin Hart classic movies, man. Like I can watch Ricky Bobby and it's still funny. I can watch freaking even though Step Brothers wasn't funny to me the first time I watched it, but now it is funny to me.
Yeah.
Freaking like there's certain I mean, you got Jim Carrey, there's a lot of comedians out here, man, and I'm not trying to dog Kevin Hart, but I'm just like, where's your classic at, man?
That's a fact.
He does have classic stand up. I'll say that much. His first 2 or 3 stand ups was, I mean, like I can't remember some of the catchphrases off the top of my head, but I remember like when I was going to work, everybody was saying stuff from his freaking stand up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but his new ones, not really. That last one he did, I went to see him live on the last one, and to be honest, the Plastic Cup Boys, his homeboys that come out before him, were way more funny than he was.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, Elf was funny, Pat. Remember, Bad Santa? Bad Santa was that just reminded me of Bad Santa talking about Elf. Bad Santa was fire.
Yeah.
Anchorman was fire. Yeah, Step Brothers for sure. Grown Little Man was nice.
Yeah, Grown Little Man.
Yeah. Yo, matter of fact, you remember when Marlon and Sean did that when they did what was it called? Little Man? When Marlon played a midget?
Yeah.
Yo, that was fire. That movie was fire.
Even they got classics. Don't get caught sipping juice in the hood while
don't be a menace. Yeah, don't be a menace. White girls. Man, come on.
Man. You remember when when he was having sex with that girl, and she was like, "Hey, watch out, because I get a little freaky," and then and she turned into that monster.
Oh,
she
said, that
"Get your ass back over here." Bro, that joke is a classic, man.
Hey, on top of that being the movie
Scary
being a classic, on top of that being a classic, the soundtrack for Don't Be a Menace was a classic. Like they had dumb crazy hits on there, man. But they was all in the movie, so it's like when you heard them, it's like, oh yeah, that was from the movie. Yeah, the soundtrack was fire too. Like even when it was like, yo, remember in Don't Be a Menace when they was in the kitchen and she started burning the government cheese on his chest.
Or when he was putting hot sauce on old girl's toes, I was like, what?
Oh my god, yeah, man. Like, yo, we got a problem here. And he pulled out the SSR what he had, a rocket launcher. I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah. Slick 50 said White Chicks, man. White Chicks was funny as hell too.
Fire, man. Yeah, White Chicks was fire.
When they was in the car and they was singing that 50 Cent and B.I.G. song, bro, that joke, oh my gosh. They're like, "Wait, you don't say it."
Man.
That's a good movie right there, man.
Yeah, White Chicks was fire, man. Scary movie. Scary. You know what? Scary movie was cool at the time, like when it was first popping off. I couldn't see myself watching Scary Movie now though.
Nah, that dude with the hand still cracked me up, man. This my strong hand. But man, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't really seen a comedy movie lately that I'm just like, crazy about, where I'm just like, man, like that had my stomach hurting. Like I went and saw, I think the last comedy movie I saw, which was another Kevin Hart movie, was with him and Tiffany Haddish.
Oh, you went to go see that? I
I
ain't gonna
forgot the name of it.
lie. Yeah. What was it? Dang. When he got his GED, right?
Yeah,
Night
and
school,
like
night school, night
and
school.
really my wife wanted to see it because she liked Kevin Hart and she liked Tiffany. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. Freaking and I mean, I gotta say pause, man. But I hope some other cats watch this besides me, man. But I went with my wife to see is it Ladies Night?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
That junk was funny as hell,
It
man.
was.
Like
It
Tiffany
was.
Haddish was comedy in that movie.
Yeah, yeah. She stole the movie. She stole the movie.
Yeah, and when old girl Jada
Yeah,
Jada
yeah,
Smith,
yeah,
Jada
yeah,
Pinkett Smith
yeah.
was pissing on everybody at the top of that thing, bruh.
Man.
Like that joke was funny. So actually, you know what? That was the last movie that I was like, okay, that like my stomach hurt a little bit from watching that one. But there's really not that many.
Yeah, man. It ain't even cause it ain't even like real like classic because a lot of movies they be going to Netflix. It be a lot of movies on Netflix because they get more money on Netflix than they do go to the movie theater.
Yeah.
That'd be fire, man. Especially like I mean you got all the stand-ups they go to Netflix now. Adam
Oh,
Sandler movies go to stand up. I mean Adam Sandler movies go to Netflix now. Them Adam Sandler movies, I ain't never seen a bad Adam Sandler movie like ever.
there's a movie. You know that rapper Kyle.
Yeah, that movie is fire. That movie is fire. I know what you're talking
That
about.
movie is dope as hell, and it's pretty funny, even though it's not really a comedy, but it's
Yeah,
got funny parts in it.
yeah.
That what'd you say was at the after party?
I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, if y'all in the chat ain't seen the after party on Netflix, man, y'all gotta check that out. That movie is fun. Like it starts off funny as hell. It's on Netflix. That junk is a good movie, just all around. It had a Tiana Taylor in it. Um, Wiz Khalifa had a few big names in it.
Yeah, it's called The After Party. Netflix, The After Party. Yep. I just looked it up real quick.
John
Yeah, The
Cena,
After
pretty
Party.
funny. Alien P Star, what are you talking about, man? John Cena.
Yeah,
Yeah,
movie?
Breezy Kicks the after party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. What up, Breezy?
like Breezy, if you watch this movie, like no joke, like if you put it on right now, you're probably not gonna go to sleep, man, because it's pretty freaking entertaining.
That's exactly what happened to me and how I came up on the after party. It was about 2 in the morning. And I was about to go to bed. And I was scrolling down Netflix, like just trying to see something or whatever. As usual, you be on Netflix and you be like, man, I done seen everything on here, man.
Yep.
Why do I still have a subscription to this? and then I saw that and I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. And I'm the type of person, if I'm not interested in the first 5 minutes, all right, I'm turning on Netflix, I turn it right off. So
Right.
I turned it on and I was instantly hooked. Like, I mean, from the first scene, dude trying to rap in the bathroom, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, it was over with. It was over with.
Then
And
they
it's
had
like,
who
and
was
it's
it?
like 2 hours.
Dang, was it oh, Jadakiss was in it.
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa, Jadakiss, DJ Khaled,
Oh,
um,
Young and May.
yeah, Young and May, um, you just said her name.
I
Dang,
never seen Blockers, Breezy. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
I never seen that either.
And Tokyo Butter, I ain't never seen So I Married an Axe Murderer. Is that a comedy? What kind of movie is that? That sounds like something I
I
want to
heard
see,
about
man.
that. I heard about that. I think I heard it's pretty good too. I need to check that out.
Who's in Cock Blockers? Slick 50?
Even I just watched it. It's a new movie that just got released on Netflix. It's a military movie, matter of fact. It was dope. Um and the reason why I got into it because it had old boy from Sons of Anarchy. I
Oh,
forget.
the young dude?
Yeah. It's I forget the name of it. If y'all know what it is in the chat, please remind me. But it's a new movie on Netflix, and like they go somewhere overseas and end up robbing like this drug dealer for like 700 mil, and then they try to transport it back. It's the movie's crazy, man. The movie's crazy. Like they
You
got
know
Ben
what? I think
Affleck,
I've seen it. I haven't seen the movie, but I seen
a
like a
trailer or
preview
whatever.
for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
like when you put your little thing over the movie, it'll play it real quick.
yeah. It's dude from Sons of Anarchy, Ben Affleck, and two other dudes. I don't remember what they was in. The movie's good as ever though. I watched that the other night. It's real good.
Man, I'm trying to think of anything else coming out that's supposed to be dope this year. I think everybody just planning on watching the end game,
Yeah.
but
I know what about DC though? I'm not into DC like that.
I
Um,
mean, honestly, I like DC. I have some DC comics and stuff like that, but I just feel like they doing it wrong because
yeah,
they trying to catch up to what Marvel is doing, but
yeah,
Marvel did the slow build. Like they slow cooked this. Like
yeah.
literally, I've been I've been in the military for it's about to be 11 years next month. The
Hmm.
first Marvel movie, of this Marvel universe series with
Yeah.
the Avengers and all that I saw was the first one that came out, which was Iron Man 1.
Yep.
That junk came out when I first joined, and I remember because I watched it right after basic. Like I was at Shepherd, which is Wichita Falls, Texas,
Yeah.
and so that's how long they've been building up. So from 10, 11 years ago to end game now, like that's
Mm.
how long it took. You know what I'm saying, to build all of this storyline and characters and whatnot. Like
Yeah.
I feel like they tried to jump the gun with Batman versus Superman. Like
Yeah.
you did one Superman movie, and don't get me wrong, the Superman that they picked, I forgot his name, super dope.
Hmm.
I don't think they could have picked anybody better.
Yeah.
Then I think they messed up because they should have got Christian Bale to play Batman, but they picked Ben Affleck, which he wasn't a bad Batman. But I'm just like, man, everybody loves the whole series with Christian Bale. Like to me, he was a super dope Batman. So, and then they don't even give us an origin story, or not even an origin story, but just Batman's own movie. The first time we see him is on this with Superman. So I'm like, it just feel rushed. And then they go like the Lex Luthor they picked was trash. The
Hmm.
skinny little white dude, and he acted more like the Joker than anybody. And then Suicide Squad, they didn't really even have the Joker in that movie. Like
Yeah.
DC be confusing me, bro. Like I'm just like I just want y'all to do a solid storyline, and you don't have to be like Marvel, but freaking spread it out. Like Wonder Woman was dope.
Wonder
I
Woman was
enjoyed Wonder
fire.
Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman
like I felt like they could do every movie like that. And you know what, Slick 50, you could say DC waited too long, but I don't really think they waited too long. They could be had they started like Man of Steel was dope. Had
Yes,
they
it was.
continued on along that path, maybe giving Superman another movie, giving Batman his own movie if they weren't going to use Christian Bale anymore. By now, by this time right now, they would be where they would be like where the first Avengers movie is at. You know what I'm saying? Then they could do a Justice League. Uh they didn't have to rush it. Like they didn't have to they're not on Marvel's timeline. And I felt like they just felt like they had to compete with Marvel right now, right now, right now. But in the end, it's uh like there is no competition because they've been building this for 10 plus years. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I like Man of Steel. That's what got me. That's what got me like, okay, I see you, DC, because previous Supermans, I was like, yo, whatever. Like I'm not really messing with that or whatever. But Man of Steel had me like, yeah, this is fire. Wonder Woman was fire. I liked Batman versus Superman. I did like that. But Justice League, I was like, yo, this seemed too like just thrown together. Justice League seemed thrown together. Now Aquaman was fire.
Aquaman was fire.
Aquaman was fire. The graphics, everything about that movie was dope.
A lot of people didn't like it because they felt like it was too long. They felt like they stretched it out too long because they had to do the origin, but I thought it was super dope.
It made sense. Yeah, like if you know what I'm saying, because they barely could do anything in Justice League when they introduced him. So it's like you had to like show the whole layout with Aquaman. Like they really put their time and effort in with Aquaman. So okay, Slick, I see you, I got you. So that's what I like. I like that, but I didn't like Justice League. I think Justice League,
it could have been better.
It could have been better. Yeah, it could have been better. I do like Batman versus Superman, the way that they put that together. I do agree with little skinny dude. They could have recasted him, but
I don't even like how that dude looked, man. I don't even think I like a movie with him in it. That's how mad he made me. Like, why would you even audition for this role?
The only thing I ever liked him in was the Facebook movie.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's because the Facebook dude a weirdo. So yeah, he played a little weirdo roles good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But Lex Luthor ain't no weirdo. So when he tried to put his little weirdo sparkles on it sprinkled some weirdo on Lex Luthor, I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah. I liked I as long as they don't give nobody else their individual movie, I'm good. Like I know they're gonna do the Flash movie, but see the thing for me is like, what up, Slick?
What up with it, fellas?
What up, Slick?
I think
Splash.
I think with the Flash movie, it's not gonna be as good as the TV series because people are gonna be comparing the TV series to the movie.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch the TV series to be honest.
Y'all are totally on my subject, and I love hearing this stuff, man. DC, okay. Marvel is complacent. That's the wrong word. Marvel is willing to alter storylines to fit for the public to understand.
Yeah.
DC is more complicated to the point they want to convey their characters to be a lot more believable than enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of like if you're a person that read paperbacks, your paperback might be 200 pages to a person who likes to read novels.
Yeah.
To you, a novel would be too boring. You get what I'm saying? So like and then the Christian Bale thing. I wasn't saying they waited too long. What I was saying they waited too long. What a lot of people don't know is Batman versus Superman was actually supposed to be the first film. And if you ever go back and watch I Am Legend, if you see the part when he was talking about Jeff, don't tell me you moved when he looking at that mannequin in the middle of the street. If you look behind him in the theaters, they was hinting at it. They said May something and had Batman versus Superman on that theater. So it was actually supposed to be the first thing, and they had already casted for it, and they had to get rid of it. They was like, okay, this is just not going to work. It's not. Because then the Christian Bale thing took off real big. So the dad didn't even plan on having 3 of those. So they ran with it. Now, where Ben Affleck comes in, I don't know if you ever seen the cartoon Batman Beyond?
Oh yeah. That was my joint, man.
That is the Batman that Ben Affleck was playing. The old Batman. That's why he was evil. Remember, he was tired.
Right.
He was tired. That's why Batman in there will kill a person. He tired. No matter what he does, it just gets worse and worse. That's why he'll burn you. He don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he whooped Superman ass. Like, and I'm not just saying this all speculative. I actually read the comic books. Like, I can tell you each origin story where they come from, and I even said in my pop videos, hell, they sitting right there on top of my thing right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Batman, Joker, and Red Robin right there. You know what I mean? Like, that then I'm gonna tell you the reason you like this Superman, the Man of Steel, is because it came out of the book. It came out of Earth One, Superman Earth One. It was the first like Superman where it made you kind of feel sympathy, so you kind of felt like he was real. And they did a good job in the beginning of that movie, making you feel bad for him, feel his pain, how he wanted to be normal and all that. You don't get that from no other Superman movie. So then when he had to go through his trials and tribulations, you was on his side. You was with it, like, hell yeah, you know. It had that
because they took the time to build the character.
Yeah, you had that build up. And then they jumped to Batman versus Superman, which kind of pissed me off because I thought they was gonna hint at another Superman where he was gonna kind of bump into like at least Wonder Woman or somebody first.
They should have.
And then the Batman versus Superman, because that actually happened in the comics, and Batman did whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then
did you ever watch? And this go for both of y'all. Have y'all ever watched the Superman that newer TV version from Krypton? What was it called? Krypton?
Yeah, it was hard on Sci-Fi.
Yeah, on Sci-Fi. That was hard, man. That had me because like I said, I'm not big into DC. That had me like I watched probably about a good 5 episodes, and they had black folks in it, so that really had me like, okay,
right.
No, like, I didn't even see that one.
But what killed you, and another thing, old boy who did I don't know why I keep old boy who did the Dark Knight series.
Yeah,
you know, he was doing Justice League, and that joint was hard. But they
Christopher Nolan.
Right, they switched directors mid, and dude like changed everything. That's why it seemed all happy. Like we were supposed to get Superman in a black suit. I don't know if you know who that is. That's when he kicked his ass. He a bad guy for a little bit.
Yeah, I got that comic series.
And if you go, all the missing scenes, like it's a lot of scenes that dude took out. It's on there. It's this dude called AD something, and he placed the man in the movies. Dude, you would sit there and watch that YouTube video and be like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?"
You ever see Slick? You ever see that docu? Well, it's really a movie or whatever, but it looked kind of documentary style when they had what's my man name? Was it Nicolas Cage? They were supposed to have him play Superman.
Oh my god, I'm glad that never came.
Yeah, man, I'm so happy they didn't do that.
So horrible, man.
Oh my god, dude, how many suits they had to go through and how much money they spent on a suit, and that shit never came out.
Boy, that was looking like the first homosexual Superman.
And that's what it got. And you called it, even in the comics, that's the one that had the little curl and the mullet. Nobody cared about that Superman. Nobody gave a fuck about that Superman. He even one time had a goatee in that comic book. Nobody cared. It was like the experimental stage of Superman. See,
the only knock that I give to DC, and because I got DC comics, I got Marvel comics. And honestly, growing up, I was more of a DC fan. But the only knock I give to them, man, I just feel like besides Batman, all the superheroes seem way too powerful compared to the villains. Like Lex Luthor, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a regular dude, but he got a little bit of kryptonite. So now Superman got a problem, but Superman is almost like a god. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now, I'm glad you said that. A lot of people hate when I talk about they precious Superman. Superman is a mutant, goddamn me. He can do whatever the hell he want to do. And he's dumb because I hate when he fights somebody. All of a sudden, he fought a guy that's made of fire. He can't blow his cold wind.
That's what I'm saying. They be weakening him when he ain't weak.
Right. And I'm like, where is all? Okay, we got to find this person. All of a sudden, he ain't got X-ray vision. Like it's weird. He that character, they made him way too powerful. That's why they tried to dumb him down over the years or whatever. But it's just a simple fact. Like that's why they be trying to say who would win, Superman or Goku. And I say Superman because if you talking about the 1960s Superman that could do anything he put his mind to, he'll blow Goku to another dimension. You know what I'm saying?
Now, bruh, I've done research on this. Now this is gonna be some straight nerd stuff, but I literally had to give a presentation in class. I had to do like a 20-minute speech, and I broke down like I looked up research on like the different measurements of power that they were doing, and I had Goku beating Superman because in certain comic book iterations of Superman, he gets his power from the sun, just like they did on Man of Steel, right?
See how you just see certain.
Yeah. So
I mean, what Superman he goes up against.
Yeah, and that's true. But what I'm saying, there's only one Goku. You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, he goes up in levels, Super Saiyan, so on and so forth. But like if I'm picking the latest one that came out in a movie, I'm Goku smashing Superman. I mean, it's not gonna be easy.
All day. It's not gonna be easy, but all day I give you that. That's why I went back to the first one. See, the 1960 Superman, anything he could think of, he can do. Anything. That means if he see Goku going super fast, doing karate, and throwing mayors, he can do the same thing. That's how they made the original Superman. Anything he can think of, he can do. It wasn't he had certain powers. Anything he can think of, he can do. That's why, like I said, over the years, they dumbed him down because they realized he should be kicking everybody's ass. You know, but my thing, Batman has always been my favorite because he's a real superhero. He don't have powers. He got to rely on fighting skills and smarts.
Yep.
You know, and he's a detective. That's what people always forget about Batman. He's a detective first. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I always like Batman, and he's so smart. He has a way. He know how to kill everybody.
There's a series, man. I can't remember what it is because my dad was in the comics, and he just actually gave me, like, I have my own collection, and I've always had it, but like he gave me all his comics, man, because he was like, yeah, I'm done collecting for now. So I got boxes of comic books. But there's a series, man, where basically it shows how smart Batman is. And he's got a file. He had a file on every single superhero in the Justice League, his own partners, his own guys, on how he could kill them if it would ever get to that. Like, Batman is cold-blooded, straight up. Like, he would kill all of them.
I know.
But ain't that what he was showing? Ain't that what he was showing in Batman vs Superman? Or was that Batman vs Superman, right?
I think he was just giving the intel on him, but not that he could kill him.
No, that was the beginning of it, though. He gonna have to find a way. Like, if they go further, like when they do the Justice League, because what it was supposed to happen was,
but that's how he knew about the kryptonite, right?
It was supposed to lead to outer space. Because see, where they messed up in this movie, royally messed up. Of course, I peeped it out. They took all these scenes out that didn't make no sense. And then they show how. And I'm like, how they show how if they're not going to go out of space? If you go back to where they showed the Amazonians, which is Wonder Woman and them and all that shit, they were going against old boy, that big ass field, and then it was Green Lantern and them in the sky. The Lantern, they was in the movie. Towards the end of the movie, they were supposed to all form together and say this movie's going to be blase, blase. And the next one was supposed to take place out of space, though, because that's where Justice League, that's where they base is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it never made it to that part. Like I said, it's they fuck Justice League all the way around. Now they're gonna have to depend on saying fuck Justice League. They're gonna have to go to the Flash. I think the Flash is gonna be interesting, but Israel, whatever his name is, I don't think he fits the script.
You know what killed me about the Flash is that they come in with the Flash, but like I said, they got the TV series, and the TV series is dope. But at the same time, how you gonna do the TV series and then have the movie out at the same time, and you got two different Flashes, and everybody gonna be like, but that ain't the same nigga.
Peep it.
They messed up with that.
Peep it. They got Ezra. I can't think of the actor dude. He looks Spanish to me. That's what really throws me off.
Even Arrow. They ain't gonna put Arrow in there neither.
So check this out though. But that was gonna be my next thing, the Arrow thing. But the two, they got him acting kind of goofy-ish and similar to dude on the TV show.
Yeah. They
should have him toughen up more. See, that's why we're going to bring to the Arrow part. Arrow on the comics is badass. I'm talking about fucking badass.
Yeah.
The dude on the TV show, he's badass, but he ain't the dude in the comic. So if you took the dude in the comic and had him like straight up badass, like I don't give a fuck, you're not going to think about the TV show.
But even the dude on the TV show is is even more harder than the dude in the movie.
Yeah.
Because the dude in the movie, like you said, he ain't nothing but a goof troop. Yeah, he's just a goof troop nigga.
Yeah.
That's in the movie. Like he got no heart whatsoever. Like he mad shy. He, you know what I'm saying? He act like he just acts scary.
And they put him in a Jim Lee suit, and this is supposed to be when he first started. Like it didn't make no sense. Like that dude who took over. I'm talking about like for real. We missed the flash ring, all types of stuff that dude had in this movie. The background story on Cyborg. They took every piece of this man's story out of there. Cyborg was just in the fucking movie. Like, what the fuck is that about? Also, they didn't explain the part. Why the fuck Superman went after Cyborg when he came back? Nobody knows why. He just went at that nigga.
Yeah.
And when they was on the steps, just went at that nigga.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And it was because he was connected to the mother boxes, and they brought Superman back from the mother boxes. You understand? But if you don't know the comics and all that, like, but I'm telling you, if they would let old boy have finished that movie would be 10 times fucking better. You can go on YouTube, even the lighting do change. Like all of if you look at the Batman scenes, they're in daytime. Christopher's they at nighttime. It's supposed to be like a gloomy setting, like hardcore shit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, Justice League was supposed to be way bigger than what the fuck it was.
One thing about DC though, I will give it that.
Oh, my bad. It wasn't Christopher. It was Zack Snyder.
Oh, Zack Snyder. Wait, wasn't that the gay dude, the director?
yeah, but he issued.
I don't know why I keep pointing. Hey, I don't know why, but hey, if you mess it up, he messed it up.
He didn't mess the movie up. It was this other dude. You know, they had fired him because he had to take off some time or some shit, and they ended up firing him because he wasn't gonna be back in time. And then they had this other dude that didn't nobody know. He never did a comic book movie in his life, and he fucked the movie up. But the Zack Snyder cut is real. It's done. That's the crazy part of the movie. The movie was 95% done. All dude had to do was come in and finish 5% of the damn movie. Instead, he changed a whole lot of shit and they let him do it. Y'all ever watch Comic Book Men?
Nah.
Okay.
I heard of it, but I haven't watched it.
What about old boy? You know, I always forget his name, but you know, Silent Bob.
Yeah.
You know, his show or whatever. He even talked to the dude that told him the Zack Snyder cut is real. They had a petition going for them to release it on DVD. What? That's how bad people look it up on YouTube. I am not making this up. And the edits and all that stuff is on YouTube. It's a dude called 80, and he got his hands on a bunch of the clips that was taken out of the movie and re-put them back in the movie. It's like, nigga, the movie's 10 times. It'd be like, it's like watching the movie for the first time again.
Damn. See,
You
that's what happens when you don't have a good structure. See, that's where Marvel wins with, like, from top to bottom in their organization, in the entire company, like, they had a plan and they agreed on it. They worked with with the originators, with the writers, with the comics, so on and so forth. And they figured out how to make it in a way that it can translate to the big screen. So I think the problem was they just rushed and they didn't know what they was doing. They were like, oh, if we put Superman and Batman on it, oh, it's just gonna automatically stick no matter what we do with it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna say they rushed it. The thing is, they just have a streak of bad luck. Like I said, Batman vs Superman should have been came out and set the tone. You feel me? Like set the tone for the shit. But then they fell back off of the mother who's handling it, didn't know what the fuck they were doing. You know what I'm saying? Basically, they wasn't ready for that type shit. Then, peep this. Then you get fucking Iron Man comes out. If people don't understand, it took $5 million to make Iron Man. Why only took $5 million to make Iron Man? Because at the time, Robert Downey Jr. was a junkie. Built him back up, so he was accepting $1 million bet. I'll take the shit. If you go look back and look at Iron Man, it's low budget. That's because Marvel betted on themselves and got their rights back. You see what I'm saying? For a certain amount of characters, which was the Avengers. So they said, we're going to do our own shit. You see what I'm saying? Fuck everybody. Everybody fucking our movies up. So we're going to do it. For real. And I agree with them, though, because the people who make the best comic book movies are people who read comic books or they're into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So, like, they betted on themselves, and that motherfucker did 100 times fold of $5 million. You feel me? But then they got a oop. Disney said, check this out. We'll let you keep the production side, but we'll also let you borrow our characters. Now that was fucked up because technically they're Marvel's characters, but Disney owned them.
Yeah.
Now, this is where Marvel fucked herself. They were borrowing fucking characters. Now you're owned by fucking Disney.
Yep.
Now you got to do what the fuck Disney says. So if a movie can't be rated R, don't look for no more rated R fucking shits. It's gonna be PG.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? Like they back
Oh,
their
like Black Widow. Black Widow was supposed to be rated R, but they just switched it.
You don't know. I'm telling you because Disney knew what they were doing. We're gonna let them get comfortable. We're gonna throw them money, make big production, this and that. Don't worry about the budget, motherfucker. And then now we're gonna in the meantime we buying everybody up.
They basically picked them.
And that's the thing. See, the thing that kills me with Marvel, like I love everything Marvel, but the thing that kills me is that they doing these Avengers movies, and I've been saying this, but they only got these small pieces of Avenger characters. I'm like, dog, why am I not seeing Wolverine in an Avenger movie? Why am I not seeing yeah, exactly.
But Disney trying to finalize that deal right now. Everybody think it's finalized. Yep. It's not final.
Yeah, it's not finalized yet. When they finalize it, Hugh Jackman Ben said that. He was like, they finalize it, I'll come back. He said that.
Disney gonna pay that check.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're an actor, you're not finna fucking do you're Martin. You're gonna do Bad Boys for 20 million and then come back and do Bad Boys 2 for 20 million. Fuck no, nigga. I want more. It's a hit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's a hit. That's why you want me back. Yep. I know you can't make the movie without me, so you gonna give me more money. But it got to a point where Fox is like, we ain't got no more to give your ass, nigga. Shit, you gonna be the whole movie budget in a minute. So he get at Disney notorious for handing money out because see what people don't understand is this: Disney been a company that make their money on the back end. Disney don't care about making money. They be like, oh my God, the movie flopped. Yeah, but watch when that DVD drop.
That DVD drop, boy.
Watch how much merch. Watch how much merch drop.
Yep.
Funko, this is the thing. I'm talking about they Master P. Master P was Disney. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, say we got Funko Pops, right? And they made a character of you. And we say, well, you know, shit, we got produce it, blase. It costs $2. We're gonna give you maybe 75 cents out of $2. You be like, all right, bet. Nah, Disney like, look, bitch, we want the $1.25. You take 75 cents. And they make all this money on merch, DVDs, whereas like the movie didn't even fucking matter. That was extra money. They could just threw the shit on DVD and still made the same.
Yep, exactly. Because especially with Disney, man, you think about all them coming up in the 90s and all that. Folks was going to go see them Disney movies or whatever like that, but they was making the real money off them VHS tapes.
Shit.
Hell, they would come out with like several different versions. I remember my mom had she would buy all the Disney movies. So like we had Lion King. They had the classic one. They had the masterpiece. They had hella different versions of that VHS.
Man, dude, look, man. Let me tell you something. If Disney was shoes, they would be Jordan right now. Because all they doing is regurgitating this shit. You know how many regurgitating Aladdins I got? Look, you got the original Aladdin. Then you got the new where they made it the color, Technicolor looking shit where it's supposed to be brighter and newer.
Yep.
You got
not even Jordan. They be Nike.
Hold on. Then you got the next one after that. That came out 2 years after that, where the audio now is more digitally better. Then they came out the Blu-ray of the same motherfucking movie.
Now they got 4K.
Yeah, now they got the 4K version. Then now we got the real life version coming out. This is one fucking movie.
Yep.
One movie. And people will buy every fucking version. I'm telling you, Disney has a fan base that is not going nowhere. And them niggas knew what they was doing. Buying it was like Michael Jackson. I don't care about the Beatles, but I'm buying that shit, bitch. Everybody else like it. Money. And they got all the X-Men. Fox got all the X-Men. They got all the other bullshit characters. But see, Fox on a loan basis. They gonna make money off. See, they letting everybody do the work. Fox went stupid. We'll loan you Spider-Man. We'll loan you Spider-Man. That's free publicity. You paying, you gonna pay him? He under contract with me. But you gonna pay him being your movie. Then I make a movie with the same motherfucker. Oh, I bet. That's free promotion.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did like honestly, did y'all watch Venom?
Yeah.
Venom, I like Venom, man, but it just
was blood.
yeah, like I like how they picked. I like the actor that they picked, Tom Hardy, whatever. But the only thing I didn't like about Venom, like I didn't, because I guess Sony still made him, right?
Yeah, yeah. They own
Like
him.
I didn't feel like he was in the Marvel universe, and I wanted it to feel like I was watching a Marvel movie, but it didn't feel like that. Like it
Here's the
didn't feel
thing.
like at any point in time I would have saw Spider-Man pop out nowhere. Like, and I was waiting to see if Spider-Man was even just a small cameo.
Hey, but they're gonna intertwine. They already announced it.
Yeah, they got to. I mean,
they're gonna intertwine.
It didn't feel like it would mix. Like, okay, if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, you can see how like they've been like mixing the different movies together, so that way when they all get on camera, it's not awkward. So
you had to introduce Venom somehow, and this is the not, I want to say technically not the first fucking Venom movie. The first Venom, I forgot what it was called, but it wasn't even called Venom. It was like somebody basically used Venom character in a movie, and it sucked ass. So they had to find a way, like,
Spider-Man 3,
super hard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Spider-Man 3, but that shit, that was just.
we was just talking about that. We was talking about that before you came on.
That was fucking. But
you know what Venom,
Sandman though was tough though. This had the wrong dude in it. But Sandman was tough though. Now see that right there. That like his storyline was tough, man. His daughter and all that. You know what I'm saying? It was like you see why he doing what the fuck he doing. You feel me? You feel me? But that Venom just sucked.
I like.
Go ahead.
And I was gonna say what I like about the Venom is that it didn't remind you or make you feel like MCU, but it made me feel like, remember when and Silk, I know you can remember when Todd McFarlane took over Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When Todd McFarlane took over Spider-Man, that's what it made me feel like, because I got that whole series when Todd McFarlane took over Spider-Man, and the first Venom and the first enemy that he had was the Lizard, then it was Venom. So that's what really had me thinking the whole Venom thing. It put me like in a Todd McFarlane type of feel. You know what I'm saying? Compared to MCU, where it's like the old school MCU where everybody's friendly and we about to fight. But when Todd McFarlane took it, he upgraded the visuals, and he upgraded the, you know what I'm saying, like the gritty side. You know, he made Marvel more gritty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't afraid. It didn't get like real gaudy. What's the dude name? Who did the last Spider-Man? The Spider-Man 3. Who did that dude?
Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, Tobey Maguire.
Not Tobey Maguire, the director. Sam Raimi. He has a problem with making his. I've been following Sam Raimi since Boomstick. What the fuck is that movie, man? That shit's hilarious, dog. You know what I'm talking about? When dude go back to take a chainsaw in his hand and shit.
Chainsaw in his hand.
Yeah, Army of Darkness, nigga. That's
classic.
That is like now that movie right there is such a classic. It was supposed to be a scary movie. It was actually the same. Man, I'm gonna go to the beginning real quick. Dude sold a movie 3 times, and it was the same movie, dog. They just had a different beginning. Because they had all the same people in it. I bullshit you that. And they tried to make it scary over and over again, but they couldn't get it. So the third one they finally called, I forgot what the other 2 was called, but they finally called the third one Army of Darkness, dog. And they just said, fuck it. People gonna laugh at it. It ended up being a motherfucking comedy, dog. The shit is hilarious, dog. You gotta check it. It's called Army of Darkness.
I never saw that.
Was Sam Raimi's biggest break. And then from there on, it's like what was the other scary movie where the gypsy bitch put the fucking curse on that white bitch? Had to get that button to somebody else so to pass the bad luck off. That's another Sam Raimi movie where it's like,
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
It's like I don't know. I'm thinking of it, but I can't think of the name. I know what you're talking about.
She gave the button away. She was all happy, and then her boy was like, "Oh, here's your envelope." She was like, "Oh shit, no!" And she still ended up dying. That's another Sam Raimi feel because like it's all gory, but it's still funny. You know what I'm saying?
That's just like
fucking some shit up.
That's just like my man. Oh, why I got a brain for right now? Who did like Pulp Fiction and
I know what you're talking about. Who did Nad and all that?
The director?
Yeah.
Like Kill Bill and all that?
Yeah. He did all of them. Yo, all his movies be mad cult following, and they be mad, they be straight hits. He did Django, didn't he? Matter of fact,
He only do black films.
He only do black films,
exploitation films. But see, look his story up though. He even got caught saying nigga. But look, but he said all my stepdaddies was black.
Yeah.
He said that on City Hall show. He said it was like, wow, your films got like a black feel to them, or whatever. He's like, all my daddies was black. He said all my daddies.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean?
His motherfucking mama only fucked with his daddy was white, but after his daddy, all of them was black.
Yeah,
he hung around them. He hung around them, and he only know growing up black folk. That's why he told
I mess with him though, man. I like his movies, man. Quentin Tarantino, man.
The only movie that wasn't like that wasn't a black exploitation movie that he made wasn't one. Was Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Dust Till Dawn. Yeah. Once Upon a Time.
And Dust Till Dawn. And Dust Till Dawn. Yeah. Right. Both of them. Right. Other than that, it was Old Girl with Foxy Brown. That one.
Yeah.
What's the other one? All of them.
All of them.
All of them. Django. All that shit. And it fucked me up. People trying to judge him like, he was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, unapologetic. Like, I feel him shit. At the end of the day, goddamn me. I ain't saying he should get to say nigga. I'm just saying, but don't get mad where he got his inspiration from. That's what I'm saying.
Right, they blackballed him too, though, because he ain't never won no awards.
No, he ain't never won awards, but that nigga movie make money. He don't care about that shit.
Oh my god, yeah.
He don't care about
another person. He another person where he make mad money on the back end.
Yeah,
because all his movies be mad cult followings, like serious cult followings.
Who ain't gonna watch Pulp Fiction right now? Like straight up. That shit,
or Django.
It's kids today that should not know about that movie. I'm like, how you know about that movie, dog? Oh man, that shit, you crazy. I watch that shit every time I come on to you. Like, what? Man, it just that's the stuff I like. It just has that original feel to it. That's the stuff he make.
Yeah.
That's the stuff he make. You know, Django definitely took the cake because once I thought the movie was going off, that shit kept going out. Oh, this shit hard. Like, because I wanted
more. You know what? He be tripping me out because, like, you could tell he's respected because you look at the actors he gets to play in his movies. He had Leonardo DiCaprio in there. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy Eight. Crazy Eight. Oh, no. That's the movie. Was it Significant? Okay, I might get them mixed up, but another funny movie on Netflix that y'all gotta check out. I think it's called The Crazy Eight or Significant Seven.
It's called what?
Quentin Tarantino made one with Samuel Jackson. I think it's Significant Seven.
Oh, Magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Magnificent. Yeah. Okay, now on Netflix they made a parody thing of it called Crazy Eight. Adam Sandler. It's all people that shit funny than a motherfucker, man.
Oh, for real?
And they kind of find out all these motherfuckers brothers somehow in some form fashion. And nigga daddy was fucking everybody. And even the black dude was all these white dudes and Indian. They all end up, it was Indian, Chinese, everybody. They all end up being related. They was all brothers. I am not lying. What's Damien was in it? You know Damien is right. Damien, I am a boy. What's that nigga name?
Oh yeah. Terry Crews. No,
yeah, Terry Crews. He in there. Yeah, he in there. Okay. Brothers. And they had to go kill. They look for the dude that killed their daddy, dog. You got, that shit hilarious.
Crazy Eight. All right, I gotta see that.
I check that out.
But yeah,
I never did see that. Did y'all ever see that? That Samuel Jackson movie when he was it was like a cowboy style. What was that? Hateful Eight or whatever like that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight. That's what. Yeah, that shit was good. That shit was good.
Okay, yeah, I got that. That's what I gotta check out.
I'll tell you right now though, you got to be in the mood to watch Hateful Eight because I went and watched it in theaters, and that was the movie he made right after Django. So I was going to the theater expecting something like Django. It's nothing like Django, and two, it's long as hell. So you got to be in a mood to watch a long movie and have to pay attention.
Right, it's like a mystery / action, and it can piss you off because his character like killed a bunch of motherfuckers who had slaves and shit, and you know it's one of those though.
It's long, but the end of the movie, the way it ends, is dope.
Yeah, you just check it out.
It's long like Tombstone.
Yeah, a whole lot of monologue.
Hey, Tombstone, my shit though, dog.
Hey, Tombstone hard, but it's long than them.
That's my shit. What's Doc Holliday?
Yeah,
That's my
Doc
nigga.
Holliday.
That nigga was real with it, boy.
That movie hard, man, but
And
it's
that's what
long.
that's exactly what it's supposed to be though, because Hateful Eight was meant to be a Western.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, that Tombstone classic, nigga.
Tombstone, and what was the it was the same movie as Tombstone. Literally, they just changed the name.
It was Billy the Kid and them in that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Emilio Estevez and his what's his brother name? Emilio Estevez, all the motherfuckers in there. Damn, Young Guns.
Man. Yeah, Young Guns. But no. Tombstone. Remember they had Tombstone, but then they had the same movie. I don't want to call it a spinoff, but they had the same movie for Tombstone. Man, my nigga, that played in Tombstone. I forgot the man name, man. You know the main character in Tombstone or whatever. They made
you had Doc Holliday, then you had old boy. I know
not Doc Holliday though.
The other one had all black on.
Yeah.
He played in Tron.
The oldest brother.
He's old now. He's still playing movies.
Yeah. He they made a movie. I guess you can call it a spinoff, but it was Tombstone. It literally was a rewrite of Tombstone, but they put his name on it. Yeah, it's literally the same. It's literally the same movie. It's just as long, and it's the same movie. All they did was take Tombstone name off of it, remake the movie, use the same characters,
and
put dude name on it, and put it out. That's literally what they did.
But that's the problem. A lot of movies, man, they keep on remaking a lot of movies, and some movies don't need to be remade.
Who you tell?
That's what I said. That's what I said. I said that on. You saw that Splash. I said it on Facebook. They making that one movie that's about to come out. Little. I said, man, that ain't
you
nothing.
said that was the movie Big.
Yeah, that ain't nothing but Tom Hanks. Big.
I saw Taja P. Henson movie that what women want or whatever that shit is. What men want. That's that Mel Gibson movie. What men want.
Yep. Exactly.
It was funny.
Ain't nobody got no original ideas no more.
It's just a woman's version. It's the same thing with this Little movie. The Little movie ain't nothing.
I ain't gonna lie. I want to watch. I want to see that Little. I ain't gonna stunt though. I gotta see it.
I want to see it. I'm not knocking it at all whatsoever. But I'm just saying, like when I saw that, I said, "Yo, that ain't nothing but Tom Hanks."
It is. No doubt. But see, they need to get back and see one thing right now. Why they doing a lot of remakes? To be honest with you, man, because the world is so sensitive of anything you put out. It's like they don't know if it's gonna be well received. If you go back to the movies I watched from the 70s and shit right now, and you was to put that on the big screen, niggas would be mad in the motherfucker. They'd be like, what the fuck? This is not, but people wasn't as sensitive. Like what I'm saying, go back to the Richard Pryor movies and listen to shit he's saying. Listen to shit he's saying in the movies.
Straight disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers to have a fit. You hear me? You know, one of my favorite old comedies, I don't know if you ever saw it, but it's I keep saying Gene Wilder and him. Hear no evil, see no evil.
Oh, that's fire.
I like that shit. You said you ain't like it?
No, that movie's fire. That movie's fire.
Yeah, that shit is so funny to me, dog. Especially when he was on set. He said, the lady was like, excuse me, something. He said, what'd she say? He's like, yeah, you a black man. He said, what? I wonder why my fucking nose is so big. Like, but you can't say shit like that today. Motherfuckers will take great offense to that shit. Like, but it's just comedy though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's facts. That's facts.
Yeah, man. Now you can't call a gay person a fruit in the movie. Oh my God, he called him a fruit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, y'all call that shit amongst y'allselves.
Man, things are so jacked up these days. Like, they will straight up blackball somebody. Like people don't want to get on the bad side of the LGBT community like that. Anybody who's famous or has a platform that's huge like that, because they know they will end your whole career. They'll end your whole life.
That's because they let them. That's because they let them. And them the dudes. Let me tell you something. I know gay folks, and I done had, man. I got a story, but I ain't finna tell you all that. But at the end of the day, I know some gay folks that broke some shit down to me, dog. For real, coming from a nigga, that say the word fag and all that shit. straight up. Man, this one dude gay dude said, don't start saying that shit because I ain't no fag. We call the fags is the motherfuckers who make us look bad. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, them the fags. They make us look bad. They won't be seen all the fucking time. And this coming straight gay dude. And he straight, but he was gay. He was gay, but you knew he was that gay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he was like, and I was like, but so, and then I was like, you gay? And he straight broke the shit out. He said, I ain't gay. I just like, he was like, I just like dudes. Don't label me. I was like, what? You know, I got confused in the motherfucker. And then he was like, for real, dude. Then he was like, did you wake up in the morning and tell everybody you straight? I said, no. He was like, all right, then what the fuck I got to tell you I'm gay for? It's my business. That's not me hiding. And then that's when we got talking. I was like, and then we got on the fag thing. He said, yeah, them fags want to talk about we coming out the closet and all that shit. Just live your life. You know, so see, if they was like that, I don't give a fuck about that show on TV. And I tell all the gay people, and if it's gay people watching right now, I apologize. Let me tell you something. Gay people been in TV shows forever. I've been watching one gay motherfucker my whole life as a child. Everybody knew that little rock star motherfucker in the Muppets was gay as hell. You know what I'm talking about? He had lipstick on. He had a half shirt on. You know what I'm saying?
The green dude?
Yeah, I'm telling you, he was an animal part of the rock band.
Yeah, Animal.
Yeah, Animal.
He was with Animal and Ruff, the dog. He had eyelashes, long ass fucking eyelashes. All that shit. I ain't making this shit up. Look it up.
I ain't never even thought about that.
The way he talked, everything. We knew he was gay. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was in the forefront. That was Jim Henson's way of putting it out there. Like, it's all forms of way of life, nigga.
Hey, that's just like I always say it though. And you know who it is? My favorite singer of all time. He ain't never say it though, but you knew it.
Who, Luther?
Luther.
Yeah. Hey man, if you ever go look at his throwbacks, you know he started on Sesame Street. You would know then.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, so he sure did.
I thought he was gonna say Prince.
Nah,
Prince got a record of fucking the most women ever in history.
No, I'm sure he did, but you can't tell me he wasn't doing some other stuff.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. But I mean, I would like if I found out, I wouldn't be surprised. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I would say that.
I mean, what's your basis for thinking that though? The way he dressed.
That not just that, man. The way he walk, talk, carry himself, man. Like, look at the cat. If he wasn't Prince and you seen him, you would think that.
You sound like my little brother. Bullshit, you not. Now, go ahead and watch a Prince film. The way he moved and his strut, and go look at any '80s band, rock band.
Yeah, everything was.
Watch how they move. Now they didn't.
But what were they doing back then? They was experimenting.
I'm just saying though. I ain't docking. I'm not saying, but I'm saying just based off that was like kind of the thing, dog. Like that was
okay.
You know,
so he got his. He's saying he got like that old swag, and he just kept it.
Yeah, well, it wasn't old. I mean, my dude.
Well, it wasn't old then.
It wasn't old then.
In the 90s, yeah, he kept it in the 90s. But I'm saying, if you go back to like the early 80s, all the rock bands was doing it, and he was too. What a lot of people don't understand is that he was a rock artist.
Yeah.
First, he was never an R&B artist, and black folks got that misconstrued. Black folks supported him because he was black, but he was a rock artist.
Mm-hmm.
He always had a band. He always had a guitar. You understand what I'm saying? So when you put that in your mind, then you go look back and like, oh, and then you go look at all the white bands and they doing all that like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He ain't the only one on stage with his ass out. He ain't the only one on stage with makeup on his face. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So I mean, you know, that was just the thing, but people don't understand that he was a rock artist first.
Yeah.
You know, the beef between him and MJ's was who was the most original.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be Prince.
You know, well, no.
MJ stole his whole swag. I forgot the dude's name, but his dance moves and his style.
Hold on. You know what MJ swag was? You got Mr. Stu. Go look at James Brown, then look at Michael Jackson.
James Brown.
No, there was another dude.
That was the main. That was the real battle because they had beefs and issues because of James Brown. James Brown was more in MJ than it was Prince because Prince category was more rock.
Right.
You can't be mad at that. You was more rock.
Right. But Prince was the original all the way in his own right.
Bob Foss. That's the dude. That's the dude. Bob Foss is who MJ stole that Billie Jean, the Billie Jean moves from, and the style with the shoes and whatnot and the socks.
Well,
Look up that dude, Bob
you can
Foss.
say, but let me say something. That may be true. You can also say he stole from Rockwell. You can say he stole a lot of style from people. But at the time, Mike necessarily didn't steal. Go. I know what you're gonna say. Go ahead, finish that.
No, I was just gonna say the moonwalk. He also jacked that from somebody.
Shalimar.
Yeah, from Shalimar. But it also.
Well, James Brown did a version of that too.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everything that MJ got, like he would. It's just like the music industry. He would take bits and pieces from folks and then make it his own. You know what I'm saying, or upgrade it. But that's everybody in the industry. I mean, Prince. Everything Prince has ever done. He literally jacked that from somebody before him. It's really paying homage at the same time. Yeah, and perfecting it. It's really paying homage. Yeah, it's really paying homage because in reality, everything that from the Elvises and all the rest of them, they literally just straight
man,
everything. The thing is, MJ never gave nobody credit. He didn't give Bob Foss no credit for that.
Well, this is the thing. Let me say this. When I don't know MJ. I don't know him. I wish I met him, but I don't know him. But at the end of the day, when you was his age at the time, you're not dressing yourself. You're not dressing yourself. You're not a lot of his choreograph wasn't even his. So and the stuff he did pick up, it was because he hung out with Shalimar. They taught him the robot. But at the end of the day, he did it better than them.
Yeah.
Because he studied that shit every day. You know what I'm saying? So it's I get what you're saying. As he got older, he should have found out where the shit came from. But being at the age at the time, who dressed me just like today. These niggas like fools walking in the NBA arena. You know what I'm saying? And I know them niggas didn't pick that shit out. I hope they didn't. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Before his originality, like Rockwell. Okay, just like this. Rockwell never told nobody that wasn't Michael Jackson singing that song. But he took that money. Everybody think that I always feel like somebody's watching. They think that whole song is motherfucking Michael. Michael sung the hook, nigga.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But everybody think that whole song is Michael Jackson. Nigga, Rockwell took all that fucking money happily. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Look at anything Mike, like I said, go watch James Brown dance, for real dance. And then look at Mike. That was his idol. That's who he wanted to be. He wanted to be that showstopper.
That was a lot of people idol. I mean, that's known though.
Yeah, hell yeah. But then Prince, see, he revolutionized. He knew what he wanted to be. He wanted to be better than Mike. It just they was at the same time. They shouldn't have been at the same time, but at the same time, that money was kind of coming even. Somebody had to beat somebody. You feel me? Like we can't be.
They could have collabed on something. I heard they ain't like each other.
That shit would have. No, first off, you talking about Prince? Prince. I can see Prince punking Michael. That arrogant motherfucker.
And they both witnesses.
I think the guitar solo on "I'm Bad" originally it was supposed to be Prince, and I don't know.
Maybe so. I can see them taking shots at each other. Shit, that's
MJ. No, the story is MJ wrote "I'm Bad," but he wanted Prince to be on "I'm Bad" with him. It was supposed to be not a. I don't want to say it. It was supposed to be
a versus type
song. A collaboration. Like
that would have been hard if he was Wesley Snipes.
That's what it was. It was supposed to be a duo, and Mike wrote the whole song, and he was like, "Prince, you say this verse right here," and he was like, "Well, you ain't finna be saying you gon', you know what I'm saying, your butt is mine." Like, you ain't finna be saying that to me.
Right.
So that
he wasn't trying to get sunned.
Yeah, exactly. Because he wrote the whole song. He was like, "I wrote the whole song. You gonna sing this, and then I'm gonna sing this, and then you gonna." The back and forth or whatever.
Just think though, that shit would have been so hard though, dog.
It would have been hard, man.
Super hard, dog. It's like it's so many collabs like out here in St. Louis, they be mixing shit. Like they got the I don't know if you know the first song that MJ cursed on was "They Don't Care About Us."
Mm-hmm.
And they had a Tupac. Like it was a remix with Tupac and it was a remix with Biggie. Oh, that shit was so motherfucking hard. I was like, this is the greatest shit I heard. I got that shit. Well, I was like, but just think like if legends could actually get together and do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just sad to see people let it go because like I honestly think that both of them guys got rid of because now the Fortune house is back open. Sony not bitching no more. Epic ain't bitching no more. And people don't look at that stuff like I remember Epic during the time Epic and damn, who I just said they fucking name.
Sony.
Yeah. They're not bitching no more at all about going Epic definitely because they were gonna go bankrupt. Now
Sony got everything back once he died.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. Now Epic ain't talking about going broke. Sony definitely talking about no money because at one point Sony was gonna let PlayStation go.
Yeah.
Because of it. Because of it.
I can thoroughly speak on that because I used to work for Sony. That PlayStation division was about when they came out with the PlayStation 2, it was gonna be a grand opening, grand closing when that PlayStation 2 came out.
Yeah, they were gonna let it go because that dude had everything by the bar. Dude, do you know the list that Michael Jackson had an eye for talent.
Yeah.
He owned Eminem.
That's a fact.
What?
That's a fact.
Dude, there's a list.
Yeah, I'm saying if you look up some stuff on YouTube, my bad, Sue. But they even did an interview with his nephew and them, and he was talking about how he owned all of Sony. Like he owned basically
the
everything.
masters. He was buying the masters of people before like your retirement. So say like he owned Garth Brooks. Before Garth Brooks' last album, he would buy the masters.
Yep.
Before now,
he owned like some crazy stuff that you wouldn't even think about. He owned like mad different.
Super.
He owned like mad different theme songs to certain TV shows. All type of stuff.
He wasn't playing. He knew how to invest his money, yo.
You know what? I don't even. Real talk though, I don't even think he was really trying to invest his money, man. I think he just wanted to listen to that crap. He wanted to listen to the periods, and he just had the money to spend.
No, he learned. You know, he ain't got smart. He got tired of being.
Yeah, you know, he learned that. He learned that from Berry Gordy.
Right.
And ever since he learned that from Berry Gordy, he just started just buying up stuff.
I'm gonna tell you the real story around that because Berry Gordy goes rest in peace. He used to go with my auntie. He told her, the brother. Everybody got one in the family, the crackhead brother, whatever. But it made perfect sense. The reason Mike left fucking Motown is because he couldn't own his own fucking masters. And Bay Gordy, the same speech y'all see in the movie he gave me, went a little different. This is business. You made them here, they stay here. I'm not going to sell you your masters back. Mike was even willing to buy them back. He wouldn't give them back. Thus gave birth to Epic / MJJ Records. You see what I'm saying? And when he told me that made perfect fucking sense. And after that, he started buying everybody else shit because it kept MJJ Records going. Because he never signed nobody but himself.
For himself, yeah.
Yo, and you know what this is? You know who's doing that right now?
And 3T? And 3T?
That, yo, like, I mean, y'all probably gonna laugh because, you know, y'all probably not really listening to this cat, but man, that's literally what Drake doing. Like,
that's a fact.
Drake is the only artist on his own label that's popping. All the people he signed around him because he basically put them together to make hits for him.
Drake,
you know what I'm saying?
Now you know
everybody's music though.
You know what it really is? It's Drake, but then what it really is it's basically what LeBron is doing in the NBA.
There you go.
That's literally what it is. Like he picked up all his homeboys from high school that he close with, and then you know he got Russ Paul as the agent. Plus he owned the agency. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but for right now, Russ, you know, like Russ, you got that for right now because I can't own it, and you my client, but I own the joint.
Then the people that's gonna get hated in the end. When watch this. As long as LeBron is shucking and jiving, and what I mean by shucking and jiving, he's their entertainment right now on TV. The minute he retires, the minute they're gonna fear because it's full throttle now.
Yeah,
he's gonna get hated on. Same as Drake. Drake putting on for the city. He got property in Texas. This man don't give a fuck about rap no more. He knew what the fuck he doing. Look, He doing exactly. He done learned the game, and he gonna run with it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like, well, it's not a hard puzzle to piece together. Like today, we were just talking about the comedians and all this and all that. I can name a lot of them. I love all their jokes. But the one thing I catch in common that they're in each other's video, right? That's free promotion for everybody.
Everybody, yep.
And that's free money for everybody. When I came up, I was a big Spice One fan. I don't know if y'all know who Spice One is.
Yeah.
But Spice One even said, I used to do features for free on people albums, and they'll come back and do a feature for free on my album.
Yep.
See, this is where the barter system has lost their way. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when people are trying to be, oh, hell no, I don't need nobody, I don't need this, I don't need that, you just canceling yourself out or what can happen, what could blossom to a big old thing. You know what I'm saying? So, when you see this constant thing, constant thing, who are you to refute it? That's why on mine, like, I'm on your live, I'm on everybody's live. Everybody should click together and polish this game and make it bigger than what it is. Because everybody's gonna dig somebody's personality. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's personality gonna be more loud, some's gonna be low, some's gonna be mid-range, but somebody's always gonna like it. This is why we losing a lot of sorts. Have y'all seen Cadillac Records?
Yeah, that movie's fire.
Yeah, dope
Think
movie.
if Lil Walter never drank that liquor, Muddy Watts never gave Lil Walter that liquor, and they was on the top of their game, and they bought that shit from that man, from the Jew dude.
Yeah, that would have been a game changer.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. Then we'll have more what? Hold on, real talk. Listen to me. Then we would have more what? Black-owned record labels, wouldn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
But see, it didn't happen that way though.
Same thing with old girl that Beyonce played.
Oh, Etta James.
Etta James, yeah.
Telling you, she settled for a fucking house though.
Yeah, yep. Hey, you would settle for a house when you house less though.
Yeah, you sleep with a nigga who married. Shit.
Yeah.
Time though, it's like, really, bitch? Like, shit. And then did none of y'all have enough money to keep that label going? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Straight up. I mean, that's very, very. My only person that won out that situation was the nigga who was narrating, the writer who wrote all their music.
Yep. Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah. Cedric the Entertainer character.
Oh.
He wrote everybody's music.
Yeah. Remember at the end of the movie he took Muddy Waters over because he wrote a record for
because at the time the Beatles, it was for the Beatles. They love your ass over there, boy. And it was also the Beatles and what was the motherfuckers Rolling Stone.
Rolling Stone, that's what it was, yep.
He said Rolling Stone love you over there, boy. They want to do some shit with you. You know whatnot. But like it just kills me though, man. That's why I be on each one teach one. We all live one. Be yourself. And I enjoy shit like this. Like we talking about comics, we talking about movies, we talking about sneakers, we talking about all that. And show it, man.
It most definitely ain't never did nothing like this, man. Talk about comics.
Yeah, we was all over the place, but it was fun.
Yeah, man. I love all that, man. I'm a person of many things, man. My house is based like my sister say. Your house is one big collector's item, motherfucker. That's what she said. I got shit everywhere, and everything I got, I love it. You know what I'm saying? To death. And
Breezy said, what's that movie y'all told me to watch on Netflix? I mean,
The After Party.
The After Party.
The After Party and Crazy 8.
And Crazy 8, yeah. And I can't remember that new movie that just came out on Netflix, but that movie is hard.
With Ben Affleck? That shit
with Ben Affleck.
The ending kind of sucked, but I was glad he gave me coordinates though.
Yeah. The ending do kind of suck. It had me kind of pissed off, but at the same time, the overall movie is fire.
Yeah, it is. But
what movie?
I can't remember the name of it.
I can't remember, man. But Ben Affleck. But I never thought that he would have been the one that did that.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I was like, what? All the rules you just gave, nigga.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, that
Ben
shit was
Affleck
hard.
and my man from Sons of Anarchy. That's what really had me watch the movie. Is my man from Sons of Anarchy was in it.
Man, I'm gonna try to
Okay.
find this joint now, man.
It's
It's
a
on
brand
there.
it's a
It's
brand
bro.
new movie.
Just
It
go to do
literally
a
just
ride
came
with
out. Yeah, it literally just came out. It's the
man.
newest movie.
On Netflix, right?
If you go to their originals category, it got
Yeah.
to be like the first movie because it's the newest one.
Oh, Triple Frontier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's it.
yep. That's it. Triple Frontier.
All right,
Then
I'm
you
gonna
got
have to.
another movie that came out. The Dirt. Then you got what was the other one, man? I just fucking it take place in like the 30s. That shit look hard. It's about Bonnie and Clyde. So you know it's gonna be some shooting and shit.
I heard about that.
I ain't even heard
I
about that one.
It got Kevin Costner in that motherfucking shit. I'm trying to look for it.
I still need to see. Have you seen the British movie of the Cray twins? The Cray. Remember
Oh,
when Jay-Z came out with the, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's Cray. He was talking about the Cray twins.
yeah, but ain't that with Tom Hardy? Didn't he do that?
I know they came out with a joint and it was on Netflix, but then I know they came out with a newer version and it was in the movies.
Yeah,
So,
you talk about with Tom Hardy and with the Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, one was gay and the other one was straight hardcore. Yeah. One of
that
the
movie
two
was
gay.
hard.
That shit was hard though, and it was crazy when you wait to the end of the movie and see the credits and they show the real picture. Nigga, Tom Hardy looked just like them niggas.
For real.
Yo,
nigga,
man.
I was like, damn. I was like, get the fuck out of here, dog. He looked just like
Breezy said he can't find Crazy 8 on Netflix.
Man, I gotta find that movie, man.
But that Tom Hardy movie, man.
Pulled up. I got it on my other phone. I'm finna find it.
Yeah, no, you remember Tom Hardy got his throat slit, and then like I was like, oh man, he dead. It's over with. They didn't got him, and he said, hell no. Like he gripped his neck and held it tight, and then I guess I forgot how he got to the hospital, but I was like, hey, no way this cat's surviving that. Like I'm in the medical field,
but
man. So like I be seeing
the crazy part supposed been a true story though. That was the crazy
true story. It is a true story. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I was like, this cat held his neck together and the blood was squirting and whatnot.
Hold on, Splash. It's called The Ridiculous Six.
The Ridiculous Six.
That's what it's called.
Y'all ever see on Netflix? It's a season. I think they just did the second season of it. It's a Viking series that they do on Netflix.
I was seeing that, but I ain't never watched it. I know what you're talking about too.
I'm finna look up the name of it. Man, y'all need watch that for real. That go hard, man. I'm gonna look up the name for it real quick. I watched both seasons of it. It's dope. It's man. Not the Frontier with dude that play Aquaman. Not that one. It's called something else. I'm finna look it up real quick.
I know what you're talking about.
Y'all see what's the dude off of Run the Jewels?
Run the Jewels.
Ooh, Big Mike. Oh yeah, where you gotta be black.
Yeah, the Big Mike.
Killer Mike.
Yo, that jug was like the first episode was hella dope because he was like he could only use black owned business stuff. But like some of them episodes was getting kind of crazy. It was only like 6 episodes.
He slept on a bench though, dog. He said, "What nowhere black to sleep."
Exactly. But you see that open your eyes though, man, because it's just like, wow, that's crazy.
It really did though. I was like, wow. Okay.
He couldn't even eat the barbecue food at a black restaurant
because the meat didn't come from a black owned place.
Yep.
I say like the little intro for it, and the Asian dude came up on or something, huh?
Yeah, it's hella interesting though. Real talk.
I gotta check it out for real. I gotta check it out.
You at least just gotta check out the first episode. After that, man, it get kind of dumb.
Yeah,
he go too far.
Like they reaching though. They reaching.
Yeah, he tried to create his own religion because he felt like Jesus didn't look like him. But I was like, at the same time, like you basing it off of pictures that people that
book I believe in because it's stories to sway you in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe they're literal. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's a right and wrong and everything. That's how them stories is. It's basic instruction before leaving Earth. Like, but you're not gonna tell me that a guy just meet is that know the truth. Like, okay, so this guy could tell me exactly what Jesus looked like. No, I'm sorry. Can't believe you. I don't believe in pictures. I don't know what the Bible say. Worshiping false prophets, you go into hell. And worshiping that picture that y'all say is Jesus is a false prophet because don't nobody know what he look like.
I mean, you literally can read the black and white. What was his hair?
Yeah.
What was his
Yeah,
skin?
like what
They
was it, like
said,
wool?
yeah, it's like wool.
I was before that. Before I got to that, when they told me they had to hide him, and it was in Africa and it was in Egypt.
Oh yeah.
You can't hide no white man in no goddamn Egypt.
No.
Shit. I was already there when you told me they hid that nigga in Egypt. Where you had that
Hey,
motherfucker?
that's just like,
Egypt?
hey, you know, prime example of that. Y'all ever see another long ass movie? It's Alexander.
Yeah.
Hey,
Remember with Alexander, he conquered everything, but everything he conquered was not the same color as him.
exactly.
So they always looked at mad. They always looked at standoutish.
Yeah.
Even when they would throw their own victory parties, you know, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Motherfucker be thinking, talk about Egypt like it ain't in Africa. Like, nigga, do you know what you talking about, nigga? Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
the book is common fucking sense. Quit making it seem like what you want it to be, and
That's
read
just,
it for what it is.
that's just like hey, what's that movie? Now the movie was dope though. What was it? The Egypt movie. What was it? It was something in Egypt. You know what I'm talking about? That
Prince
matter
of
of fact,
Egypt?
it was Chadwick Boseman was in that too, man.
What?
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman was in that too.
What's the beginning of it? I probably saw it if he in it.
Something in Egypt, man, where oh my god, man. It's
I don't even know. Did he have an African accent?
The last
no,
movie I saw is Message to the King, and that wasn't in no Africa. He left Africa.
It was a couple years back, but Chadwick Boseman was in it. He wasn't a main character in that one though, but or just like all white cast, but it was a biblical movie. It was
okay. And they was mad at that shit too when they was
filming. That was another movie that was like, come on, man. Like, yo, as a matter of fact, it was so white. It was like everybody was like mad. They was like mad European.
That shit disrespectful, bro. That shit is, to me, I don't even live in that country. But to really, you finna play us?
Yeah, it was I mean, how you gonna do it was oh my god. It was a biblical movie in Egypt, but everybody was like mad European. I was like, come on, man. This isn't 1970 where we still doing Cleopatra and you know what I'm saying?
Right. And everybody knows that. Come on, man.
Yeah, so you know, I mean that was mad weird, but
I get people argue with me about this short time. I'd be like, no matter when you get done, if you want to say Cleopatra was not black, she still was a person of color. She definitely was fucking white. You niggas got sunburn today. They ain't had sunburn lotion back then, nigga.
Breezy said y'all seen Spartan?
Yeah.
No, I ain't seen it. I seen Spartacus. Spartacus was fire.
Yeah, Spartacus was fire.
Yeah. I like all stuff like that.
The Netflix series is called The Last Kingdom. That's what I was trying to remember.
Okay, yeah.
The Last Kingdom. If y'all haven't seen that series, go see season 1 and 2. That is fire. That is fire. And I randomly came up on that because I'm into Viking, you know, like I'm into Greek mythology and I'm into like Viking style movies or whatever like that. And I came up on that. That is fire. That one.
Now, did you ever play that video game? It came out on the Xbox. It was called Rome, I think.
Oh hell yeah! I got that shit right here.
No,
did you play that, Rep?
No, I never heard of that.
That jump was fire, boy. That was like the first game that come out on the 360 or the Xbox One.
It's on Xbox One. It was a day one exclusive to the Xbox One when it first came out, and I still play that shit today. How long the Xbox One been out? I probably play that shit, bro.
I swear to God, I never heard of it. I never
Do
heard of
you have an
Latoya.
Xbox One, Rep?
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Bro, you need to go to
you
GameStop and get it. You get it like $5.
I swear to God, I was just gonna say you get that shit like for $5 man. Let me get the name of it for you.
Hey, you gonna beat the game in like 1 or 2 days because you're not gonna stop playing it.
What is it called?
Rise done it wrong.
I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
Nigga, this shit so hard, dog. On my
the
mama.
graphics are dope. Yeah, Rise, yo. That just it's basically playing 300
for real. For real.
Matter of fact, take a picture of it and send it to me in the DM so I have it when I
will.
go. Yeah.
I will. Hey, on everything, that motherfucker so hard, dog. On my mama, dog. Like, and then like when you playing harder levels, and it's like when you beat it, you could beat it a whole different entire way. If you do other stuff, like that game was so just when you get it, you're like, okay, I see what you talking about. This shit tough. And it's so bloody. Hey, it can be bloody and gory as much as you could take. Cause I'm talking about you taking niggas' arms off, head.
Yeah, yo, it's basically like it's like a story game, but mix that in with Mortal Kombat and 300. That's what you got.
Dang, yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
And not only that, it has a full mythology into it. Like it's not just you cutting their heads off the storyline. They killed his family. He doing stuff, and he borderline
storyline sick.
And yeah, they got the motherfucking angel bitch talking to him like you gotta do what the fuck you gotta do, nigga. This shit crazy. You gonna like it.
I'm gonna check it out at GameStop tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
like I said, that's why I still got it from day one. I have never traded that motherfucker. If anything else fail, I stick that motherfucker and I'm jamming that son bitch.
Y'all be peeping Queen of the South?
You know what? I gotta start watching it, man.
I started to watch it. I got kind of disappointed. I wish it was a Netflix show or HBO or something else where they can really, really, really get in it. You know what I mean?
Man, Queen of the South, man. I love Queen of the South, man. I think it goes hard, man.
Man,
it did start getting a little bit bland for a couple episodes in this past season, but then it kind of kicked back in at the end where it seemed like they had to do that to get to where they wanted to at the end. Okay. But season one though, man, season one,
it's gonna be on USA. They all the season ones on USA be the truth.
Yeah, for real. Oh, you know what? I peeped. I peeped this a couple years back, and I never knew this. It was random. Y'all ever see the Terminator TV series?
No, I never.
Man, the Terminator had a TV series. It was on Sci-Fi. That's why you ain't never see it. It was on Sci-Fi, and it was hard. I ended up watching it on the internet. What? And that's how they only had one. Technically they had 1.5 seasons because it got canceled in the middle of the second season. But the first season of the Terminator TV series, dope. I mean, it was dope.
Will put money into their graphics. That's one thing about them.
Yeah, it was dope.
They just like I didn't know for the longest time Blade had a TV series.
Yeah.
And Sticky Fingers was playing Blade. I did not know
trash. That shit, it was trash, bro.
I was like, what is this shit right here, dog? Who said he could play Blade?
Was it on Sci-Fi or was it Fox? It was one of the two.
It's on CW, on the CW.
I don't know. CW, that's what was okay. Well, Fox really owns CW. Yeah.
And if you get the app, it's on they got CW, then you got the CWC with all the old TV shows. Season. And it's over there. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I played it. I said, hell no. Like,
yeah, he did, man. It didn't last long. It didn't last long.
I don't want to see Sticky Fingers playing in nothing where he's not a gangster.
Exactly.
It was trash, man. I mean, he was playing Blade. It was horrible.
It was horrible.
Just ain't no good actor. No. Just ain't no good actor, bro.
No, he didn't fit that at all.
At all, man. At all.
But they're gonna reboot him too. But what they gonna do? They're gonna introduce him in Spider-Man somewhere. They gonna reboot him though.
Hey, speaking of Spider-Man, what y'all think of Into the Spider-Verse? Did y'all watch that?
That shit was hard to me, dog.
Yeah, that was so dope.
Again,
as a cartoon.
Again, yeah, and again, they like I say, Marvel is willing to alter storylines to sort of appeal to people. That's actually Spider-Men. That's what that should have been. Spider-Man, where he goes back in time and he meets Peter Parker or whatever, and he meets a lot of other ones. It's an actual comic book called Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah.
MEN. And that's where they got that from. But the cartoon, y'all, I'm gonna put this out on game. That cartoon comes out of sympathy. Old boy who stole Miles Morales. I don't know if y'all don't read. Y'all read the comic books?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so you know Miles Morales' storyline then.
Yeah, I know a little bit. I know a little bit.
Okay, peep this. All that Spider-Man shit you just been watching, Homecoming and all that bullshit, that's Miles Morales'
storyline. Yep.
They put the white boy in there instead of put Miles in there. That's why his girlfriend black. I'm talking about the entire storyline. The Samoan boy he roommate with at that private school, that's his best friend, Genki. That's why you heard they tried to pay a little bit of homage to him in the first movie.
Talking about having Childish Gambino.
Just why, yeah, Childish Gambino. He said how he's Prowler. Okay, Prowler's a thief. You know what I'm saying? Bad guy thief. And he said, "Yeah, I don't need none of that going on because I got a nephew that live around here." That's why he said that. But it doesn't. They put that in there like to hope that make people feel okay. But you know, for the longest before that Spider-Man came out, people didn't want it to come out because they stole that whole storyline from Miles Morales. Like, why couldn't it be the Black Spider-Man in a movie? You gonna get a white boy, a black girlfriend.
Well, now that's just like
2 of them. He finna have 2 of them.
Well, that's just like Captain Marvel. That really should have been the Black Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it was. Well, Captain Marvel had
a lot of it's no, but I'm talking about the black girl. Her, the black girl. That's the one that they had in the movie. The one that they got in the movie.
Oh, Rambo. Yeah, but she had. Well, how that kind of went, like she bestowed her powers on the mom. Then it went back to her, the white girl. Then it went to the young girl, the little girl.
Yeah.
Whatever. But then now, currently, if they want to do it right, is Mala, where she's like black and Indian.
Yeah.
Or Hindu or some shit.
Whoa, no. Really, to be honest with you, the most popular Captain Marvel is the black woman Captain Marvel, the one from New Orleans. The original, like the OG, the one that got the one that got the the comic that got the curl. Yeah, like she's supposed to. That's who that. But obviously they wasn't gonna kick that up. But she has the most popularity as Captain Marvel, who should have been Captain Marvel. That's just like what has me pissed off is that they just can't do it right now. But how they got Black Panther, but it's like everybody should know Black Panther is married to Storm. Yeah. Why y'all ain't doing
No. That's. Oh, you right.
Black Panther's married to Storm. I got the comic book. Like
he said, "I got proof."
In my head, I was looking. Hold on. In my head, I was thinking one dude. I was thinking Luke Cage for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, Luke Cage married to Jessica whatever.
Yeah, but you're right. And Black Panther actually in the comic books divorced her ass because he chose sides to be with old girl that's in the movies now. You know what I'm talking about? She got vaporized away. What is Magneto's daughter? What is her name? Quicksilver and old girl. Quicksilver's dead.
Yeah.
And old girl that's with the android dude. You know what I'm talking
about? Yeah. I forget her name, but I know you're talking about the she got her powers from what
Scarlet?
Infinity Stone. Yeah,
Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch, but in the comics, Scarlet Witch is a beast. All she gotta do is think, and you will not exist. And everybody memory in their head, you would never exist.
Yeah, that's
know what I'm saying. She's a beast, and he divorced her because they took her in. Like she's evil as fuck, and he divorced her for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "You can't."
Yeah, They marriage was not long.
Yeah,
but they married. You know what I'm saying. But even when they got married, because it's in the comic book, even when they got married, it kind of was like an arranged situation. They loved each other, but it kind of was an arranged situation because, they was trying to get once again, which don't make no sense how you don't have Storm and X-Men in that intertwined with Avengers type stuff because they was trying to get Captain America and what's the name back together, like because they still was on bad terms. They wasn't speaking or nothing like that. Captain America and Iron Man. Like even when they came to the wedding in the comic book, they wasn't speaking. They wasn't cool.
But you know that you know after that point, you know Tony went back to drinking, and you know around that point, Captain America was president, going to be president too. Yeah, it's
So
like they went totally opposite way, and that's the beauty part of it. That was just the genius of Stan Lee. Period. Like he knew you had to have a good side, bad side, but also you can have a good side and semi-bad side within good. Like you know what I'm saying, to keep it. That's the thing I like about Marvel comics. Period. You know, DC is pretty much straightforward.
Yeah. Yep.
But you had all your twists and turns, like what the fuck, like in DC, you know what I mean? Like what the fuck? Like I remember when Spider-Man got shot and he died, because a lot of people don't understand, like he actually died. Like Spider-Man was dead, but I'll get to the point. But then Captain America basically didn't give a fuck. He was just like, I told his ass to go over there and make the fuck out of him. Like he just walked off in the smoke and shit like that. But like. And then all of a sudden they brought him back in issue 700 because people was mad, like how you killed the Amazing Spider-Man or whatever. But yeah, it's like a lot of these turns in Marvels.
Y'all see our boy Melvin Johnson?
Yeah, I see Melvin here now.
He said Us was an 8.
It was an 8 out of 10?
Yeah, he said Get Out was 10 times better.
I believe that.
Yeah, now you making me feel like I ain't even really got to go spend my money and watch it like that.
Don't do that. Go see the movie. Support the movie, man.
He said he should have watched it on Fire Stick.
No. Now if it was an 8, how you gonna say that? An 8?
See, I think though, like obviously, I knew Us wasn't gonna be like Get Out, because once again, you can't go see Get Out one time and be good. It's too much especially after you see little YouTube stuff that be having you like, dang, I ain't even realize that.
For real.
You gotta watch it more than once. I think
that's any movie for me. I like watching movies more than once.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same exact way, because I always catch little stuff that I'd be like, I ain't catch that the first time. But with the Us situation, it seemed like it's straight up. I don't want to say it's straight up direct with you, but you know what I'm saying. You gonna catch little small stuff and be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Especially at the end, like because even with Get Out, it was like it basically was in your face. But after you saw the little teaser stuff that you see on YouTube, you'd be like, I would have never guessed that if I watched it a million times.
See, you know what? You know why I think it's not gonna be as good as Get Out, man, because Get Out had that the comedic relief with that one dude in it. I don't see this one having any comedic relief in it once the scary crap start happening.
About it, though, if you watch the preview, I don't know if they did it on purpose, but old girl seems like the only one that's hip, and her family is like all squares.
Yeah.
You try to explain what the song mean in the car, and it's like, are you the only one from the hood?
I guess she old girl, whatever, Lupita, whatever, she the one that's supposed to have a curse. And the rest of the family is just innocent bystanders. I ain't seen it yet, but from what I saw, like little stuff like YouTube or whatever, like she's supposed to like been seeing the visions of these people, you know, or whatever like that. She just got married to old boy, ended up having these kids, and now they innocent bystanders. But she been having like little visions of, you know what I'm saying, these folks or whatever like that. Okay. So you know what I'm saying, like
I think a lot of people don't understand the real. I hate to say it like this, but I feel like a lot of people miss the real message in the first one. What's the first movie? I'm sorry, I'm drinking. What's the
Get Out?
Get Out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like I can't compare that movie to no other fucking scary movie. For me, psychologically, that shit's scary as fuck.
Hell yeah.
You know,
they want to be us.
Because if they can go to that furthest extent to do that, I believe they would do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. So, like, I can't compare that to Us. Like, I wouldn't even try to, because, in a sense, 75% of that movie is real, where white girls set black men up in the worst way, and then these motherfuckers do want to be us, have that. You know what I'm saying?
The way she was looking on Google for a new dude, like
yeah, man, like real dude sweet on him, or you work out, or you play all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that shit is real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but to that aspect, and if they could jump in our bodies, I believe they would. I believe they would.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that to me was more of a psychological. It's for white people, they be like, whoa, yeah, but to black folks, like, you just don't know. Y'all do that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all steal shit what we do and all that. So like that, I would leave that in its own category. I would look at us as a brand new thriller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it's hard though. You know, everybody gonna compare it because of the success of Get Out though.
Oh yeah. And all it did was go back to the old school shit where it make you think. That's the beauty of a thriller. You know what I'm saying? People wanted to take. I heard people, oh, it was scary like other scary movies. It wasn't meant to be a scary movie. It's a thriller. It's supposed to make you think. You know what I'm saying?
It was supposed to be a scary reality movie. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, for real. Like make you think like, oh shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
it's supposed to be, you know what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be a nowadays black Alfred Hitchcock.
Right. Where you think, you fucking think. Or the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, on some Twilight Zone type shit.
My favorite
that's exactly
Twilight
what it
Zone. I swear, my favorite Twilight Zone shit. I got the DVDs, man. I showed my girl shit. She was like, "You was so stupid." But I was like, "This one, get your ass." I showed. She was like, "Fuck nah." With all these doctors around this bitch, your face gonna be all right. Your face gonna be all right. And then kind of find out that she was the ugly one, and they was a pretty one, but the pretty one was ugly as fuck, and pretty was considered ugly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit we should watch out. It was deep in mother, like, you know, and the moral of the story is you ugly to somebody, believe that. Everybody, just because you think you pretty, you ain't pretty to everybody. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's my favorite one. But you right, that's exactly what it is. Like a Alfred Hitchcock.
Yeah.
No, you ain't lying.
Well, shoot, fellas, it's already 1:30, man. We've been on here for a minute now. I just looked at the time, like, dang, it's 1:30.
Hey, we were supposed to get on here for 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes. For 30 minutes.
Thank you for letting me in, man. I ain't think I was gonna be as long. Y'all start talking about that DC, man. That's my shit.
Hey, we're gonna have to do it again, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it again, man. For sure, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Y'all go ahead and throw y'all YouTubes or whatever on, you know what I'm saying, real quick so we can go ahead and shut it down, though.
All right, y'all know what it is. It's your boy Slick 50 TV, SLK 50 TV. Holla at your boy on IG, same thing, same way on YouTube too. I'm out, fellas. Y'all be easy, man.
All right, later, bro.
All right, y'all.
All right.
It's your boy Splash Cannonball. I'm Drippy up in here. Same thing on IG without the cannonball. Just Splash. I'm Drippy. All one word. Appreciate your rep for hitting me up and having me on here, man. Like we was chopping up about everything. But
yeah, for real. Look at Bobby Sneaker World jumping here now, man.
Bobby Sneaker World, you got me at the last minute, bro. We've been at this for some hours.
For real, man.
We were talking about everything, bro.
Okay, heck yeah. But shoot, man, Splash, appreciate you coming on, man. Go ahead and shut it down, man. I'm tired. I'm like, dang, it's 1:30. I just looked at it like, yo, hold up, man.
Yeah, I'm about to watch Triple Frontier, man. Fall asleep to it if I can.
For real, man. You got to check that out. But I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. You already know what it is, man. Rep Milwaukee 414. Appreciate y'all watching tonight live. If you're watching it post live, appreciate you doing that also as well. But man, this how it's gonna be, man. You know, whenever I go live, man, we may talk sneakers, we may talk comic books, we may talk Funko Pops, we may talk sports, whatever. But I mean, we just doing regular talking that we do on a daily basis anyway. So go ahead and shut it down, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Peace.